Is that another box?
Does this ever stop?
It's either me, or the toys, or the toys, or the toys, or the toys, or the toys.
Welcome to the My Wife is Going to Kill Me podcast.
The podcast where me and my friends talk about the number one thing that makes our wives want to kill us.
Toy collecting!
Transform and roll out. Transform and roll out. Transform.
That's America's ass.
And roll out. Transform. Roll out.
MWIGTKM, my wife
Is going to kill me.
MWIGTKM, my wife
Is going to kill me.
Obi-Wan Kenobi. Oh, wow, you are dumb. All right, man's man, we'll see you on the flip-flop. I tend to lash out to protect my loved ones.
Travis.
At least he's just giving it the old whoppity dop.
It just keeps growing.
And it's good stuff.
Oh, shoot. Jeremy.
Don't encourage him. I hope the cat pisses on you.
You're reading again, aren't you?
I like everything, so just tell me stuff.
Steve.
I'm being misrepresented here. You got no power over me, you harpy.
Did you put a period at the end of that statement?
MWIGTKM, my wife
Is going to kill me.
MWIGTKM, my wife
Is going to kill me.
Let the good times roll.
Best. That's right. Lord Steven is back. What are you laughing at, Travie?
Buttons are confusing.
The cool thing about buttons, Travis, is that they actually have an indication of what they are. If you look at what's written on each button, it's actually different. So it can't be buttons are confusing like there's 100 buttons in front of you and they all look exactly the same. They actually all look different.
We should be paying Cody more.
You mean more than nothing?
Maybe we should just pay him.
I'm not real comfortable that there's actually sound going over YouTube right now.
Somebody in the chat.
Yeah, the chat has not said we can't hear you yet, so I think
usually they're pretty on it.
I could see the little green line moving.
yep, there is a little green line, so
All right. Well, we're here. We're back. We're gonna have some fun. Jeremy DeWitt is here. How you doing, Jeremy?
Hi. Great. Fantastic.
Travis Bolles, although not on camera, is in the Cody spot. Producer Travis is here. How you doing, Travie?
wonderful.
And that's like number 3 on the spots of Cody's he wants to be in.
Pete McCarthy's here. You just heard him. How you doing,
just heard
Pete?
me. I'm doing good, man. Thanks for asking.
And for no apparent reason, we just thought we'd invite Matthew.
Hola.
What was that?
Ooh, Travis made me 2 drinks last night.
You texted us like, I'm drunk. Yeah.
I'm just letting you guys know if the drink's color looks anything like something you can see in
baboon's ass.
in a Care Bears cartoon, you're going down.
His
And
drinks
you
were
did go down.
His drinks were so powerful, my butthole hurts.
I drank shots of tequila last night. Like a man.
Like a man.
Like a man.
Like a Puerto Rican man.
I don't know. You should have been drinking the tequila,
I
right?
do like tequila. I think we had some tequila. I think we had some. We did a little bit of. They made me drinks. I don't know what they made me, but I know that Crown Peach was in one of them. What's that drink called?
Pussy juice.
Whiskey sour.
Okay, I had one of those.
Those are good.
Never had one of those before. And then what was the blue one that I had?
I think I call that the Cosby Special.
Because I'm putting.
Jello pudding.
Because I'm gonna pop it out and putting it in your butt.
Wow. Just take this drink. I went into a walk-in right there. I don't know why.
Yeah, you definitely went Cosby to walk in.
Cosby and Walken, same guy.
I don't think I
Same
ever
guy.
heard Cosby anywhere. So,
Have a pudding pop.
all
I
right.
like
well,
picture pages.
picture pages.
Did you ever watch Picture Pages?
I always loved that when
No,
he drew.
Bill Cosby.
Yeah, the marker that when he drew it made noise.
Mortimer Ichabod.
Mortimer Ichabod marker.
Yeah,
I love
anyway.
picture page.
Beep, beep, boop, beep,
It's like
boop,
the
boop,
OG.
beep, boop,
It's like the
boop, boop.
OG Blues Clues.
I remember
Essentially.
sitting there.
But it was Bill Cosby, like in his 70s, like he's got his big hair.
Super young
It
Bill
was a children's
Cosby.
show.
Okay.
I remember watching it, sitting there watching him draw his easel. And
Apparently, you could get your own books to
Yeah.
follow
you could.
along. I
Yeah.
had no idea.
Picture
I mean, he
pages.
said it, but I never
Right.
saw them.
I remember sitting there on the living room floor watching him saying, someday I'm going to drug women and bang them. Because for some reason,
What
the
was it
show,
called?
Picture Pages.
yeah,
The theme song is great.
he'll be wearing some bell bottoms. Be sweet.
Okay, that does look vaguely familiar now that I see it, but
Oh man, we're gonna unlock a memory of Pete's.
the marker had fro.
Yeah.
That marker just made the coolest noises. I always wanted one.
I can't remember how did it was like a beep.
It was like beep boop boop beep beep.
Yeah. Yeah. Beep boop boop beep
It was
beep
Walt
boop
Disney.
beep beep. We're watching the intro.
Okay, so Pete is
He's
enamored.
educating
He's
himself
enamored.
on Picture Pages.
From some of the pictures, on the picture page. Like, for instance, this yo-yo.
He sounds fucking stoned.
Probably is. How else are you going to do that show?
He sounds like a black Bobcat Goldthwait. That's
He
not-
accidentally drank one of his own drinks before he started playing that.
He didn't accidentally.
He drank the drink because he was gonna fuck that picture up. Gonna go. Beep, 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 boop, bop, boop.
Well, we've had some things happen since we've been away. Kane County happened. Travis, that's your realm.
Yeah, King County was wild. It was the busiest King County show I have personally ever had. Mythic Legions sold like crazy, and there was a lot of people walking up that were friends of the show for sure, and definitely huge fans of the Mythic Legions community.
Did
so
any of them bring me up?
people did bring you up.
I don't want to know if it was positive or negative. That's all I want to know.
There
What
was
you talked
So
about.
fucking thirsty.
There was never a negative thing brought up. Pretty much how the conversations usually went was, hey, I really like your show. And I was like, take a step back because there's something wrong with you. Okay, so.
And where's my fucking t-shirt?
It was a great show though. People were buying. We've had this conversation. I've been a little concerned about the money situation in America, and these people at Kane County Toy Show, guess what? They don't give a fuck. They were buying like crazy.
Yeah.
It was the best Kane show I think I've ever had. So, and that's saying a lot after however many years I've been going there. Great time, good friends, some good stuff. I really didn't get an opportunity to walk around much because it was just so busy. But if you haven't been,
I've only been
make your way.
once. Because there's this other show that usually ends up on the same day, and I like to be loyal to my homeboys.
You're a good
But I'm
person.
about ready to tell my homeboys to suck it. Because I want to go back.
Me too. Me too, actually.
Well, Matt,
Yeah.
you also had your show. Tulip City happened. That's what we're talking about the same day.
Yep. Tulip City happened. It happened to fall on Kane County, and as most of the locals know, the people that go to Kane County, as a whole, would never come to this show, and the people that come to this show would never go to Kane County, realistically, outside of a few handful.
Your friends.
Right, my friends,
Mm-hmm.
like the closest people.
Yeah, your real friends.
Yep. But sometimes people choose money and wealth over loyalty and friendship, which is cool. If that's you, you do you.
I will.
He doesn't hide it.
But yeah, it was a
Day
great.
one,
It
he's
was.
never
You know
hit
what? It's a great. It was a great show, and thank you guys for all you guys coming. Special shout out to Pete who sat at the Defenders of Eden table and actually talked to people about my toy line. That was awesome of him. I was running around doing a lot of like Comic-Con stuff.
Pete, you
but
are a
thank
good
you.
friend.
I am a good friend. So two things. One, it's none of our business, so I don't want to talk numbers, Travis. But what would you say? Because obviously, being such whip smart with numbers, what would you say if you would have been at Tulip City? You would have made X amount of percentage of what you made in Kane County had you been at Tulip City.
If what you made at Kane is 100%, what would that percentage have been if you would have stayed and been loyal to me?
Right.
I bet it's less than 5.
I was gonna say 0.5.
I don't even understand what you're asking. Like,
So
If you made $100 at
5%.
Kane County,
yep.
and you think you would make $5 at Tulip City, then you would have made 5% of what you made at Kane County.
So think of the number you made at Kane County. Keep that number. Hide it in your heart.
I think I might at Tulip. I might have made 20% of what I made.
You think so?
I think my
That's 80% less. Fuck you, Rodriguez.
That's a lot. That's worth a friendship. 80% is worth a friendship.
Yeah.
All right, 45 is worth a friendship.
I've done pretty good at Tulip and Muskegon. Like one day shows like that, I still do pretty good. But Kane was.
Yeah.
It's only a matter of time before he deserts me too, Matt.
No, it's and you know what? You were smart and you put your show on Saturday, and that might be where I need to head.
Hey,
You know, the original show of yours was on May. Was
hey
in May.
Pete, I'm not going to
Yeah,
make your
early
show
May.
this year. I'm staying home to masturbate. All right, fair enough. I mean, I saw this coming, literally. So,
Yeah, there it is. Picture page. Picture page.
so we had a minor issue at the Defenders of Eden table.
we did.
We did. And I didn't really mention it to Steven. I mentioned it, but I didn't make a big deal out of it. I just remedied the situation. Because the figures look great. They're awesome, but they are prototypes, and they're not to be handled. And there's a lot of kids at Tulip City. It's very family friendly. So, at one point, I had to sneak over to Rachel, Matthew's cohort and wife, and say, hey, I need some signs that say, please do not touch. Because relying on Ogre Steven to tell children not to touch things does not look good for your brand.
especially when his dick's hanging out.
So, yeah. But oh, don't touch those! Whoa, what you can be a little bit nicer, Steve. They're kids and they're toys.
Well, if the
you know?
parents aren't going to take care of their kids, then their kids need to get yelled at by somebody, or else they're going to be whiny little bitches. You know?
Yeah.
We just have to deal with this in my neighborhood. These freaking little kids. Okay, sidetrack. These little kids, these parents, they buy their kids these go-karts and these little dirt bikes and these things, and they're all
leading
driving
to
around.
Local North Muskegon man arrested for putting a broomstick in child's dirt bikes.
They're riding around in our subdivision like it's a friggin' race car track. Okay? What's wrong, Trav? You got weird looks on your face.
No, keep going.
Dude, this is a producer look. This is how producers look.
Okay.
Oh, hold on. We got a super chat. Otter Pop's best shirt seen on the show, Jeremy, from Just Shelve It, also known as Jesse Arnold. Jesse, did you get Curtis's permission to spend that money?
That's worth destroying my momentum. Just sit up and do a super chat that can be talked about later.
That's not how we do things here, Steve.
Obviously.
Speaking of momentum, so kids are racing around your neighborhood,
Racing around my neighborhood.
blaring Kid Rock, ba with the ba,
I don't
shooting
care.
Bud Light cans.
I don't care. It's been happening for years. These fucking rich little kids that think their parents buying this thing and they're like, you go, just go, bother people. Just drive around and drive in front of cars and make everybody look out for you. I know you're 7, but you can take this motorized vehicle and just drive it wherever you want and pull into whatever yard you want and do all the shit. And I'm like, fuck it. I ain't going to say nothing. I'm not going to call the cops. My dad, however, used to take my kids for a ride in a golf cart, and he got pulled over by the cops. My dad lives just outside my subdivision, so I know this isn't legal. They shouldn't be doing this shit, right?
That's because your dad's black. He was profiled.
My dad isn't. I don't know who my dad is. That wasn't a black thing either. That was like if you're saying he's black. I'm
Steve
like,
doesn't
then
see-
I don't know who he is,
Steve doesn't
because
see
my
color.
dad that I know of is white. So I wasn't,
Maybe you should just move on.
commentating on black people don't know who their dad is. That
I
wasn't
would
what I
have
was
never
doing.
thought of
I was
that.
taking a shot at cops for racially profiling. Had nothing to do with your
Just
dad
covering
or
my
you.
bases. I'm innocent.
Okay.
So
Unless you're a dog.
one of these kids pulled out in front of one of my neighbors or did something, and she said something to them. And holy shit, the neighborhood freaking Facebook group. Don't anybody ever say anything to my kids when they're driving an illegal motorized vehicle around and pulling out in front of people. You come and talk to me first. And I'm
Okay,
like,
Karen.
Fuck that.
yeah, fuck them. I'm
Fuck
like,
it.
fuck you. Your kid is driving. You know what? I'll fucking call the cops and shut this shit right down.
Shut it down!
I mean, with that kind of attitude online, he'd probably punch you in the face if you showed up to his door.
I'd like to see you punch me in the face.
You're
break your
manly as
fucking
fuck,
hand.
dude.
Could you imagine this guy rolling up
Punch
onto your
this
porch? What kind of monster are you to think you're going to try to punch this guy? I've said some shit in my life to
Never
some
hit a guy
shitty
with
people.
glasses.
Always hit him with something much harder.
I get on the Facebook and I comment, if my kids are ever driving an illegal vehicle around in the neighborhood and going too fast or doing anything that you don't like, would you please fucking yell at them?
Right in their face!
Throw rocks at their heads.
Because they're being fucking idiots and they gotta learn. They're just kids. You ever hear if it takes a village? Fuck you. Your kids are gonna be fucking weird when they grow up, and that's your fault. They're gonna be freaking walk in, think they own the place, be all fucking, oh, I'm fucking entitled to this and I'm entitled to that, and I don't care. Fuck you. Your kids are already fucked. Anyways, what were we talking about?
We're talking about Tulip City.
Oh, that's right. Oh yeah, so those kids in freaking Tulip City, they can suck it. And I'm not really trying to get kids to suck my dick. That's not what I meant.
Oh, God damn it.
That's not at all what I meant.
Steven's entire life, he's been that kid that walks up, sees the ginormous mud puddle, fully understands that his boots are going to be wet all day, and yet walks right fucking through it.
Maybe jumps around in it.
Splashes a boot.
He could have gone around. He could have gone around the puddle. He could have dry feet today, but nope. He's like, fuck it. I was destined to walk this straight line. This puddle has no business being here. I'm going to be miserable the rest of the day to prove this point. Here we go, puddle. Fuck you.
Steve was like, a shovel ain't big enough. No. That's why he became a DPW guy, so he could work a backhoe.
I dig big holes.
Steve went on a rant, and Matt immediately picked up his iPad and started drawing.
Hopefully he's drawing pictures of his figures we're trying to promote because we don't have them to look at.
This is the shittiest
Nominees for
podcast.
Promoter of the Year 2023, Matthew Rodriguez.
Matthew's 75% of the way through his Kickstarter, and he gives no fucks anymore. He's like, this is going through. I'm not even going to bring these anymore.
He's like, I got this.
These guys will talk about it.
I want to tell you guys how this Kickstarter is going to go. He's going to fall exactly $300 short, and my card declined. I shit you not. I have a friend. His mother was running for like township trustee, on the local political board, and she lost by 1 vote. And he and his wife both forgot to go to the polls. Matthew, I wish you would have started on a different pay period because I'm really strapped right now because of Savage Crucible and.
What about the people who get paid bi-weekly?
You mean like everybody? If you don't get paid, here's my experience. The people that don't get paid bi-weekly, the people that get paid monthly, get paid a lot. Like in my world,
No,
the people that
weekly
get...
is what I'm thinking.
Oh, well, yeah.
No, but
Bi-weekly
people get
is the
paid
most
monthly?
common.
But
doctors
if
and
it's,
stuff in the ER,
if it's
they
weekly,
get paid monthly.
If it's weekly, it's most likely you're it's under the table. Like you're not like you're the
Most
guy you're
companies
working
don't
with, like,
pay every week.
Yeah, it's not. I mean, and it's also coming in cash. Okay, that's
Having
that's
worked
a little odd.
I love coming in
3,000
cash.
factory jobs, I can say that they used to do weekly a lot, and now it is more. Bye.
Look at how the
Like
world's
society.
Stephen.
We're
Even my
evolving, we're
paycheck's
growing.
confused. Did you guys ever do check pool anywhere that you worked?
Oh, hell yeah. You all right?
Got him. Got him.
We don't like those cis paychecks. What?
There's a YouTube.
Are you trying to say shut it down? Pull the plug? Jeremy's very uncomfortable.
There's literally.
I didn't know if it was possible.
We've hit like 3 things already in like 10 minutes.
There's
What's left?
literally.
Supposed to be for his soul.
There's a YouTube video. There's a YouTube video.
He's broken. He's mentally broke.
Real quick, before we finish up the Kickstarter talk, Jeremy, thoughts on abortion. Go.
That is a word.
They have a right to choose. They chose to take that load. Whoa, Jeremy, be careful.
Is that my voice?
Yes.
Thank you.
Oh, jeez.
Well,
Oh,
so
what was the mishap? Oh, the kids, the signs.
Yeah. So we had some signs made. We had some signs made so kids would hopefully not touch the toys, because I just felt like Steven was treating them as if they were driving illegal motorized vehicles through the con. So
there was almost a really big problem at that con because I'm
it's
sitting
always
there.
sunny in Muskegon.
I'm sitting there with Pete at the table, talking to people about Matt's awesome prototypes, and all of a sudden Pete says immediately, "Yeah, I gotta go to the bathroom," and he gets up and he just runs. He just goes.
Dude, I was clinching. I was clinching, and I knew Steve watched me walk away going, he's going to shit his pants.
Well, I was watching how you were walking, and I could tell that there was...
Steven knows that walk.
And luckily,
Oh,
I went around the American Girl doll booth, and I shit behind it.
But here's the thing. About 3 minutes after he walks away, my stomach rumbles. I'm like, uh-oh. I think I'm going to have to go. Like now or like soon. And,
What am I going to do? All these toilet seats are round.
No, I'm like, I don't want to leave Matt's toys. I'm afraid to leave Matt's prototypes. And I don't have any, and we're in a totally different section of the place. It wasn't like I was across from Kyle or somebody. I could say, hey, keep an eye on these. There was the weird guy next to me that worked on your comics or some of your comics.
Yep.
He was weird, but he's just a little shifty.
Mm-hmm.
Little. I didn't know.
It's a little shifty.
And I didn't know what to do, and I'm like, I'm gonna walk away, and Matt's gonna come over here and go, no one's watching my fucking toys.
I don't know if I would have said that.
Hey, one stick
would've
shooter,
thought
you
it
looking
at
for
least,
another body on Legion's Lounge? Because I don't think I'm going to survive this show. So let me know.
So, anyways, to make a point, there was a couple times when I almost did just run away and abandon the toys, but I was scared to do that. And after you clench it for so long, sometimes it just goes into dormancy.
That's
It just
true.
kind of whatever torpedo's in the tube. I don't know where it goes, but after so long, sometimes
It just reverses.
if it just goes back up into the freaking...
You know what? We're not going to go to
Holding
war right now.
yourself.
We're not
Come
going to
out
go
of
to
your
war.
mouth a lot.
Well, they were someone was at the back door knocking. Nobody answered. So
They just went away.
they just went away.
Went back down the hallway.
And I went from sweating to never taking a shit till I got home.
You
So that-
absorbed it.
I did. I
into
think
your
shit
body.
He was sweating out.
I was so thankful I knew about the private bathroom that nobody else knew about, because it was a shit show.
Nice. Well, I will have to
Kinda
say
like the
this.
spot.
Sound
After
and
hearing
smell.
that story, I really want to just say, Pete, thank you for having Steven sit at the table for when you were gone. I appreciate
Absolutely. Another thing I learned, I don't even know how to describe Jeremy moving through a show. It was like 3 speeds below saunter. Like I was like, hey, I'm gonna walk with you guys, take a lap, and stretch my legs. And I made it 2 boosts. It was like 40 minutes, and I'm like, okay, I'm gone. I just, it was like
Just cattle grazing.
it was like it wasn't even meandering. It was like during, like it was half the speed of meandering, and I was like, "What the fuck? You're never." I'm like, "It's gonna be Tuesday, and you're still gonna be in Artist Alley."
I was with my family who were looking at like every booth as well, and they found a lot of cute stuff. So I had to stand
He's
there.
got to look for that little non-posable Pac-Man figure that's missing an arm. If he misses that,
Even if it's one pose, it's still a pose, Steve.
It was like walking with my wife, who has corgi legs, by the way, and it was miserable.
did you say Courtney legs?
Corgi.
Oh, I was gonna say Courtney legs. You don't want those.
Oh.
Yeah.
Keep that to myself.
I think we spent probably 45 minutes in Artist Alley there just looking at everything. But, I mean,
and
Laura
then
and Lily ended up getting a
absolute
bunch of
Irish
art.
goodbye. Hey,
Well-
we're gonna go get a bite to eat. You want to join us? Oh, we already left. Well, fuck you then. Cool. All right.
We had been around that thing.
Apparently
probably
walks
5
through
times. We were good.
very slowly, leaves quickly.
Anytime I've ever gone to a show with Jeremy, we walk in, he starts doing his thing. I go through the whole show, and I go back and meet Jeremy, and he's 3 booths away
Yeah.
from where I left him.
Yeah.
But
So-
damn if I don't have some fucking gems in my armpits.
But dude, seriously, man, silver lining to a dark cloud, you can't lose Jeremy. You can't lose him. Because he's never more than 10 feet away from the last guy you saw. Ever. So, hey, do you guys know where Jeremy is? I don't know. I saw him 4 hours ago at booth 14. Look at 16. He's probably there.
So did you guys all get a chance to walk around and just see where obviously we're back to the new old venue? Like, how did that look to you guys? Did you think it was cool?
Steve and I actually did a nice quick tour of the whole thing when we first got there, carrying all of your shit. Because you were like, hey, Roger's sick. We're going to move to Artist Alley. Okay, so then we looked for your booth, not realizing Artist Alley was a separate spot.
Okay.
And so we did a whole tour through the whole thing. So good turnout.
But you liked it. You thought it was nice. You liked the new digs.
I do like the new digs. I missed the live show the night before.
Yep.
But that's not the venue. That's Travis being a terrible human being. So can't really. I
He's
can't
rolling
blame.
in the mud.
I can't really blame the venue for Travis being a shitty
Someone
person.
actually brought up. I don't know who it was. Maybe it was Curtis Ackerman. That somebody showed him the videos that we did for you guys, the songs we did years back. I was like, that was a lot of fun.
That was a ton of fun.
Oh, yeah,
I watched that and I
just
remembered how
recently shared 'em
fucking
again.
blown out I was that whole performance. Fuck,
That was fun.
that was fun.
Yeah.
Hearing Jeremy laugh on the video back before he was part of the show,
Yeah.
he was just a fan.
I was just a Potuian. Getting
Just a
shitted on.
fan.
Now you get to sit at the table and get shit on.
Yeah, now I get shitted on right here. It's all right, though. I wouldn't do it if I didn't
What?
love it.
What game show did we do that time? Was that Jeopardy or was that
I
Family
think you
Feud?
did Jeopardy.
We did Jeopardy that time, and the year before we did the Family Feud. Yep.
I ain't it kind of wild sitting here? I mean, we're what, 5 years in ish. You guys having your own shows, right? I mean, how Tulip is it? What year?
Well, this was our 6th year, but I think 1.5 were down because of COVID.
Right.
So I mean, it's been a good 7 years. We've been kind of hanging out, you know.
Well, and Mesquite is a
Having
year
shoe.
younger than the podcast because it was our camping trip where we came up with the podcast, and the next year, that same camping trip, it was the show, Mesquite. So
It's just wild thinking you got a 5 years successful shows right here in Little West Michigan.
and huge thanks to Curtis Ackerman for making it all happen. So
Huge thing. huge thanks.
All right, so Tulip City was a success.
busy, good attendance. It looked like good numbers.
We officially over 1,500
Nice.
attendees because we actually kept track of it, pushing buttons of when everybody came in this time. So
There you go.
yeah, because people wanted a legit like, hey, how'd you do? And I was sick of being like, it was good.
How come when I walked in they clicked it 3 times?
Because you
Well,
took 3
the 3
wristbands.
wristbands, each one counts as a person.
Bullshit. All right, so moving on to toy news.
I don't think we have anything for toy news. Toy drama?
Yeah, we could skip right on toy news. There's really nothing going on in the world of toys right now.
Armies of Ashmore. Live on Kickstarter. Matthew Rodriguez. So we have been texting. Let's be honest, listeners, if you don't know, we are in the inner circle. Okay? Yeah. Matthew Rodriguez started texting us the day that it went live. He hasn't stopped. He's texted us 9 times while we've been on the air this morning. And of course, nervous. This is a big deal. This has been a lot of years in the making. A lot of heartache, a lot of headache, a lot of trials, a lot of tribulations, a lot of money, all those things. Getting ready to go live on Kickstarter. And it opens up, and holy shit, does it catch fire. How does that feel, Matt? You're an hour in. You've got 37,000. How are you feeling at that point?
If I could describe it, it would sound a lot like Jeremy's music he made for that video. That's what I felt like. And so, just kind of that relief again when we dropped the reveal at Legions Con and all the work over the past handful of years. It's like there's still that
shots fired.
Shots fired off camera. There's still that like nervousness, that butterfly, nervousness. But then at Legions Con, when everybody was like, holy crap, this is the size. Whoa, this is the price point. Holy cow, this is awesome, blah, blah, blah. You get a little bit of that. So when that jumped up, it kind of validated the concept and the line and Defenders of Eden in general as a property. So a very long time coming, and we are excited to get these figures in your hands.
10 years in the making?
I can show you as far as concept wise stuff goes, yeah, for sure. Like, we always wanted to do this line. We decided to do the dinosaurs, the Armies of Ashmore first because of the appeal. But yeah, I'd say minimum 10 years as far as just conceptually, like the comic books being printed and the artwork being worked on and all of that good stuff. So yeah,
you sound excited about it.
He's overjoyed. You can hear it in his voice.
There's
hey, Curtis, will you give him permission to be excited, please? Jesus Christ.
There's a producer here.
Speaking of Jesus Christ, I got funded last week. All right, good for Chris Gayrich.
Yeah, Chris. Shout out to Chris. He is our project manager. I hired him to handle a lot of the back end stuff of this, which again, lucky, talented, whatever, but all of a sudden I'm in this whirlwind of like people that not only care about my toy line and love the idea, but they're also happen to be creative professionals in the industry of what I'm trying to do. So that worked out.
He was very excited about it in the hot tub last night.
And you could tell because you guys were nude.
Yeah. Travis, he's a great host, but you definitely need to know what the exchange, what the business plan is when you come to this house.
I figured it was just like kind of just known. It's like unwritten.
Yeah, but there's that whole. Even if
there are elements of surprise.
Right, definitely that. I'm letting you know, like how I'll tell your fans this. when you got to lift up the hot tub cover. And this Travis over here, I'm sitting on the bench, drying off a little bit, and I shit you not, his sack is dragging on the ground. He just bent over to lift up the cover to put the hot tub back. Oh, yeah, I was hoping it didn't get caught. Then I'd be stuck there helping him. But have I seen bigger ball sacks? Maybe. I'd have to really, really kind of examine. But
one day Steven and I are gonna have a sack off.
Hey, can I join? I really do have like a large.
He's definitely
the more the merrier.
Yeah, the more the merrier.
All right.
All right.
Sack off 2024. Sack off.
I can tell you, when you hit your 40s, your suspension really goes to hell.
Oh, I tuck them in my socks, man.
The suspension and then the elasticity of the actual skin of the sack was like, go fuck yourself.
It's like a nylon with a fucking grapefruit in it. Wet.
Yeah, so I was excited last night, and I am excited today. I've been doing a couple shows, and I just don't want to sound like a broken record, when I'm talking about this stuff. So I apologize for being a little bit more muted right now, but I'm just excited that there's a physical representation that people can see and realize like we are not that far off. So watching the numbers grow, and I think we may be at 75 now.
I think 77.
And so we have to hit that 109 point. But
I know I just looked.
yeah, it's freaking, dude, this is awesome. I mean, even you guys have.
You're almost at 78. You're at 77, 746 right now.
Yeah, and so we're gonna drop a couple new items that we're adding, and see if a lot of the current pledgers you wanna help kind of promote and boost it. And like for instance, this one, I don't know if it can go on camera or not, but
Here we go.
we have this.
Whoa, you did it.
You did
We
it!
did it.
Fuck yes!
So we have this.
Producer Travis.
Boom. Who needs Cody?
It goes from 10 minutes ago. We don't pay him enough to. Who needs him?
Who needs Cody?
Caddy turns his back quick.
This is the magic. This is the magic blast that actually holds on to the crystal of the Bronto's staff. So we have added that. So I'm going to make that announcement today that, hey, all of your Brontos, if you ordered him, it's going to come with this. And so just adding different things like that and trying to make it a little bit more appealing. And it's been cool getting a lot of people giving their opinions online. Like I asked for it. I promise you I didn't say I was going to take it all to heart, but because this is my first Kickstarter at this level and with this much on the line, I definitely am not too proud to learn, as I go. So, yeah.
Couple things that I think are important here to address. Kathy, Nate Strong brought up, how about that gift from Kathy? And this is just showing what kind of person you are, Matt. You got random old people in your neighborhood just walking up and handing you money, right?
I just thought it was an old person that was lost. Exactly. Local lady I've known almost all my life, literally saying, you need to know us old people are behind you, and I don't know what you're doing, but everyone's excited about it, and I see it online, and can you explain it to me a little bit? And so explaining it to her, and she wrote me a little handwritten note, and it was like just the traditional, like, open the envelope after she leaves, and it wasn't a check, and it wasn't 2 crisp $50 bills. It was like a handful of 5s and a 10 and a 20, and I'm just like, Kathy, like, you don't need to do this. And she's like, no, you need to know we support you. And so
you
just
need to
something
know,
like that.
Kathy, that this does not help a Kickstarter.
This doesn't even cover
this
one
is
way.
Cash. You need to get on your computer, learn this shit, get in the now, you old wrinkly sack of human flesh at your age. You're useless. What am I gonna do? I might as well just throw it on the ground, step on it.
I'm letting you know, as old as she is, she actually posted a video of her doing jump rope.
Really?
And she got
I can't
12.
jump rope.
She got 12 in a row, and she's like
good.
80.
80 and you can only get 12? You've had 80 years of practice.
Why do I still do this?
What, shit?
To come back to that? Like, what the
I wasn't. Sorry.
We got a super chat?
That was, nope, it's not a super chat. It's just a friend of the show.
But it is colored and looks nice. Curtis. Plus it says Jeremy killed that Defenders of Eden song. Thanks, Curtis.
That was Curtis on the phone that just called. You need to dial back the enthusiasm about 20%. So
Don't play this on me, Matt.
Sorry.
Just want to let everybody know we are planning on taking care of Kathy. We are going to send her a letter with a photograph in it to let her know that her crisp cash has helped unlock the Dino Stud. And
Hey, Trav, put that on the screen for the viewers. White trash.
Jeez. Well, it works.
did it work?
It works. So, few questions I keep seeing over and over.
Yeah, let's address. You know what? Let's address any questions you guys have for me. Let's address them.
So I bought the all in,
Okay.
but I know you've got an exclusive on the line that might come out should we fund and reach a stretch goal, right?
Yep. Correct. There
So-
is a exclusive figure, and there is also an all-in if we do reach that 200K that involves new tooling. So yes.
Okay, so let's say this new figure gets unlocked, but I bought the all in for $300. Now, how do I
Yep.
get the exclusive?
Well, once it unlocks, the way it happens is it will be added to the add-on section of the Kickstarter. So you'll have to just go back in there, and once it unlocks, it becomes unlocked. So the item is added. So in that whole add-on section, we're able to add another figure or add another all-in, those types of things. You can actually add the exclusive figure right there, and at the price point of your all-in. So the all-in price point is kind of, hey, you're supporting us this much and getting a full wave. All the figures are discounted to that $60. So I even had a friend of your show, you might know who he is. His name's Will White. He actually
I don't know him.
he did cool guy. You should meet him. He did the all-in,
Billy Beige?
but then he added the exclusive funds for it to get the numbers up at 65. And I told him, well, even though that's what the price point of the figures are individually, you already did the all-in. So if you get that exclusive, if it unlocks, you only have to pay 60 for them. We just again, it was more or less a nice thing that, hey, you know, we know what they're worth, but I want everyone to. I want a lot of these options to be no-brainers for people. Which is
Okay,
like,
so I have no brain.
Okay.
And I was getting confused when I was ordering stuff and like when things got unlocked and whatever. I
Yep,
just
yep.
don't pay attention and I don't read.
okay.
So, but from what I was gathering is you can throw in extra money
To
and then
get
when certain things unlock or whatever, then you can just take that money and then because like I put in $380, right?
right. So
So-
right now you essentially have $85. So if once the weapons pack unlocks, you can throw 20 of it towards the weapons pack, and once the exclusive figure unlocks, you can throw 60 towards there, and you still have 5 left over.
So all I'm gonna have to do when those unlock is just click them
Yep.
and then stick them.
That was Curtis again. Another 20%.
Okay.
So you
I didn't know, and those were tricks that I didn't know existed. That like, oh, we want this. We want to unlock this stuff. Let's pay for it on the front end, and just adjust where that extra dollars go when it's officially on the item list, which is kind of cool.
nice.
Yeah.
And or confusing.
Yeah, a little bit, but
Yeah.
I'm in it to win it.
I
Baby.
understand it. I guess when people stop and
Why-
explain it to me, I understand.
Why have my biggest question is you created these characters, you put them in a comic. Why did you not randomly change the colors to give us different heads? Because what if I want a red head for my Triceratops? Like, why was a red head not included? I mean, the character's never shown with a red head. But why did you not think to include that as a Kickstarter bonus?
I want less hands.
Mine are
trying to
in
do
a
the
fucking
straight
tackle
face, and
box.
then you come in with that.
Is it too late to add toe articulation?
It doesn't. They don't have enough sexy in them. Anti McFarlane.
I will say this:
Yeah, you will.
that there are a lot of
Are you trying to fuck that whole thing up?
couch quarterbacks. Like I again, like I said, I appreciate the words and of encouragement and the opportunity to hear advice on stuff, but a lot of it is just from people that
unsolicited.
yeah,
there
well,
you go.
just people that don't understand kind of the back end of it, and so I'm definitely not like the guy like shut the heck up, but it's like no, like again, we're looking at alternative colors, we're looking at extra headsets, we're looking at extra different paint apps for the weapons packs.
And that's all fine and dandy. Let me interrupt though.
Yeah.
Are you going to give me additional headless bodies to put the heads on? Because if you give me if I have to just buy another figure, now I've got a spare head. What am I going to do with a tackle box full of heads?
See what you do.
He just asked for heads. Now he's worried about what he's going to do with extra heads.
Have you been reading?
I want Pete to run a Kickstarter and have to answer all those weird questions. Pete's like head would explode. He's making fun of Matt for texting us so much. Pete literally, we would just get texts. What the fuck?
It would just be do you want to join Pete's FaceTime, motherfucker?
And thankfully,
there'd be a whole portion of your day that would be for fuck's sake with Pete McCarthy.
They and luckily, honestly, there's been a lot of cool backers that are versed in not only backing but helping jumpstart these things, and they're already in the comment sections on a lot of the social media and a lot of the Kickstarter saying, "Hey, this is how you do this. This is and helping me out that I can." She wasn't gonna last. She wasn't gonna last. She's got weak ankles.
She's a female. What do you expect?
Yep.
Just need to know how to pose her. Jesus.
So yeah. So thank you guys. Thank you to all of your super chatters and your YouTube listeners and followers. I appreciate you guys, and thank you for kind of being here since the beginning of like me wanting to do this. Yeah.
Matt, I also too. I want to just from the bottom of our hearts. I want to just throw out there that I've been seeing how other shows you've been on, any super chats that come in during that time frame, they're taking that money, they're putting it towards your Kickstarter, and I think that's awesome. I just want to let you know we're not going to do that, but
we just want you to know we think they're all suckers.
We don't even know how to do that. We can't figure it out.
We don't even know where the super chats go.
We don't even want to try.
We know they're there.
They go to the same place where your shirts are. We don't know.
I'd like to, if you don't mind, I'd like to do some listener questions.
There's 4 of us. We can't fucking. What the fuck?
Oh, they're gonna be really pissed. I just sent out a message to all the $10 Patreon people. Said if you didn't get your shirt, email me at this email address with your size and your address. I'm never going to do anything with it.
But that's going to get you off our backs for
a couple months.
Leave me alone for 6 months. I have zero intention. I can't even check that email box. I gave him flames fear me at AOL.com, my 18-year-old brand new firefighter email. I haven't checked it in 18 years.
What a douche. Flames fear me.
Yep.
I'm 18 years old.
Yep.
Running in
I'm gonna go out there and I'm walking where the devil dances. You know what I mean? All those fucking t-shirts that every new firefighter buys. I fight what you fear. I had that Calvin sticker of him pissing out a fire in my back window. Every shirt I had said no fear.
Oh, dude, those no fear shirts.
Yep.
Oh, just being a firefighter in Whitehall.
Yeah, firefighter in Whitehall. But yeah, honestly though, no, I actually gave them a valid email address. That was just a joke. I'm a dick. I'm not that big of a dick. But no, and we are gonna remedy that. The other big change that we made is the $10 Patreon no longer includes t-shirts. So if you notice on Patreon now, it says $10. You get everything that the $5 people get and nothing more because we're lazy and you're stupid. So
if you give us $10, it's because you really like us.
Right. It's because you want to see us.
Because you want to support
succeed.
the show and help us pay the bills on the show.
And help us buy Matt's Kickstarter so their car doesn't decline.
Some of you can afford 10. Some of you can afford 5. You're all dumb.
You're only $1 Patreon? You're dumb and cheap. Good for you.
Yeah, that's the worst.
You feel good about yourself?
Yeah, the dumbest I think is $1. Because literally, what's $1 going to do for us? Just keep it.
That's 1.5.
That's all of our Patreon, Steven.
I was gonna say, you got 20 people right now. They're all going, all right, well, fuck you. There's 20
That does add up to $20
Yeah.
a month.
I never thought of it that way. Never mind.
I take it back. You're all right.
My favorite are the Patreon people that obviously don't remember their Patreon. Because I'm looking at that list going, I haven't heard from that motherfucker in years. They've been patronizing us for 265 months. And I don't even know who they are anymore. Do me a favor, don't get that app that helps you find the stuff you're wasting money on, please. We'll keep taking your money.
Those apps exist?
Yeah.
Oh, geez.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, the Super Chat King recently just dropped his Patreon. So he didn't have enough time to give us more money because he's too busy running everybody else's podcasts. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Sad day.
it was a little bit of a stinger, but whatever, I guess.
It's fine. Just shows that people are moving on.
I love how Curtis managed to get on 3 different podcasts, and now he's created a channel of the 3 podcasts that he was never a part of, and now he's in charge of the Facebook group of the group that runs the podcast that he was never a part of. Guy knows what he's doing.
We need someone like that on here.
Yeah.
I know Matt's got the Dooch running his shit. Somebody should run ours.
Oh, yeah, we did see the Dooch at Tulip.
We are running ours into the ground.
And I should actually share. I don't. He probably can't pull it up. Never mind. I was going to share a picture with Travis, but he won't be able to share it.
I
The
can.
Dooch's.
Yeah. Oh, he's got away.
He's just
the
in front of
the
the camera.
Dooch's.
Or you could even switch it to this camera.
Oh,
and just
yeah,
fucking hold it in front of this one.
The Dooch's daughter won the Captain Tulip art contest.
Oh, really?
Travis, producer,
no,
can
just
you
put it
Right. Oh, that looks
Right
awesome. Maybe
see if I can?
maybe back it up a little. Back it up a little bit. There.
I'd go closer.
Maybe go closer.
Oh, well.
Huh.
Close
Hey,
enough.
well, you can kind of see. There it is. It's coming in a little.
That one on the right is definitely a douche pose.
Dad, pose for me.
Fucking weirdo.
That's awesome.
Amazing.
That's
Yeah,
great
she
art.
Great
she
work.
uh
She was
yeah
an absolute sweetheart.
she
I
was
actually got
pretty
to
cool.
meet her,
Yeah, she
so-
was pretty cool.
Very, very nice.
Very nice.
Very nice.
So yeah, well, thank you. Do we have any since I'm here and I know there's a lot of questions. If you guys
Yes.
want to rapid fire any.
Dusty Standiford would like to know where his shipping notice is.
Okay, so shipping. This is a new thing that we learned, and a lot of this is old news for your listeners. So go take a dump right now. There will be 2 charging. So we are not charging shipping within the Kickstarter itself. That's very clear on the Kickstarter. If you read it through, and there's a reason why it says 0 shipping on everything, is because Kickstarter would take a percentage of that shipping. And because we want to be as clear and concise as possible with how much shipping costs to each person, I didn't want to deal with any of the headaches that come along with doing the Kickstarter shipping through the Kickstarter. So, for example, if it costs Jeremy $15 for me to ship a package to him, that's $15. If I would have done that within the Kickstarter, have all the numbers add up, and it was it's $15 for shipping. He paid the $15. Well, Kickstarter took 5% of that. So now on a small scale, you're like, oh, well, just let that eat into your profits, or if you're going to profit, and like that's a different story. But we didn't want over 350 backers to have 5% of each of their shippings be dropped off, and then all of a sudden I'm stuck losing money because I'm shipping everything out for more money than I actually collected. So
That makes sense.
so no, you're good. So T-ball?
I didn't mean to touch it. A video popped up. I wasn't even trying to watch it.
I didn't know if you were watching enough.
and
But yeah,
Dusty-
so that's a shipping thing. Sorry.
Dusty does say that it was a joke because, I mean, if you go on like the Cabal, they're always like, who's for shipping notices?
Yeah, that was supposed to be I don't know why he missed it. so hard.
I don't
But-
think you missed it. He's just talking about shipping. It was
He
a
is
good,
explaining
It was
the
a good segue, right?
Yes.
What do you guys want from me?
What you're doing
I
is what
wanted
we
you
want.
to bring your action figures you're peddling, but you
Listen,
couldn't be bothered with that.
I wanted you to stay the night last night.
yeah, he got what he wanted.
I did.
I literally
sleepover.
come down into the basement this morning, and Rodriguez is sitting on the couch, like with his hood up in the dark. And I was like, "Oh my god,
He's
what did they do to
ashamed.
you?"
You're ashamed of something. What is it? This is a safe space.
I was like, "Oh my god, why does it smell like
Live on the
shame in
internet
this
with
room?"
a bunch of people listening.
I
This
thought-
is a safe space. Tell us.
No, I'm not really going to talk about anything that happened until I talk to my wife about it.
and your therapist?
She deserves to know first.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
He's gonna be like, sorry, Rachel, but we can't have intercourse until I have some tests done.
The funny thing is, so my wife donates blood actually very often, and they always have the question is like, do you have sex with somebody that has had sex with another man? And then it says even just once. And so whenever she gets home from that, she
For the
always,
people that are like, it was just once. So it
she,
doesn't
well,
count.
she always comes
doesn't
she always
count.
comes home from giving blood, and she's like, the question was even just once, so you got to tell me because I'm filling out this form and it says even just once
No, just once. You don't have to tell.
because they need to know.
That's a rule.
Well, it doesn't count
You get one
because
freebie.
it's only catching. They're not asking about pitching.
Yeah.
So
So yeah, shipping. So yes, you will get a separate shipping notice. So that is the answer to the funny
That's a
question
smart way to
that
go.
I don't get, but yeah, and then a lot of people that are local that are gonna just come to my garage and take the I got a little corner stuff from my
No, I was itching.
toothpaste. Okay, a lot of the people that want the local shipping, like why am I charging them $25 to ship a big box of all in, and that's how much it costs to get to, let's say, Texas. But then each of you five guys that possibly could have an all-in or a single figure or nothing at all, thanks, Steven, you can just pick it up and you don't have to pay shipping.
What are you talking about?
No, I don't. I already heard. I already heard.
What? What'd you hear?
I can see on the back end who backs me and who doesn't. I can see on the dashboard, dude.
Then you
Okay.
know I backed you.
$1.
Matt,
did
did you look for his mom's name?
To be completely honest with you, I haven't looked at any backing of anything as far as names and what they got. I'm just too nervous. I'm afraid I'm going to go in there and it's just going to start going down. Like this fucking show. Like right now. Right now. Pete's like, yeah, we're starting at 77. And like by the end of today, it's going to be at 73. Because of you guys.
Maybe. Well, because you didn't clearly explain the shipping. It's obviously on you.
Are you guys down with the translucent figure, honestly? Like if I was to do a Kickstarter exclusive?
Come on, get down with the translucent.
Come on, you know.
I am. I think
No,
it's cool.
mommy, don't do
Yeah.
it again. Don't do it
Translucent's the
again.
way to go, baby. Or glow in the dark, or both.
Okay. Because I was
Well,
really...
what color is the translucent going to be? You're not going to give us a blue one and then later give us a green one that was supposed to be blue, right?
Maybe? I don't know. But the thing is, okay, so we had the Kickstarter exclusive and the Albino Warrior one. And so we have this translucent one that everyone's been complaining about. Like they want.
We all know why we have an albino figure, right?
Yeah.
Because Matthew is the albino Puerto Rican in his family. And that's how he identifies.
Wait till we reveal his name.
Kane,
So-
didn't believe me that Matthew was Puerto Rican.
Yeah.
He
and
said-
then,
he
and
goes-
as soon as Travis convinced him, I was no longer allowed to sleep in his bed. So let's figure out where that racism stems from.
Yeah, you don't want to sleep in his bed.
Oh, I didn't. I was like, wait a minute. You're trying to be mean, saying I can't sleep in your bed? I didn't even want to.
I would have slept in Heidi's flower bed before I fucking
I
slept in
remember
Kate's bed.
meeting Matt, and I was like, oh, weird. Must have been adopted because he's white. And then you meet Matt's brother, and you walk by him and his slicked back hair, and he's like, you disrespecting me, man? I'm like, oh. There it is.
Only had the top button on his flannel done up.
Yeah.
He kept calling me a term paper or an essay or something. It was weird.
I mean, let's hit it all. let's just hit it all.
That's
you know,
how Travis
let's
starts
go.
every single orgy. All right, let's hit it all.
Let me
Gonna
tell
go
you,
for the-
last night we did.
Around the world, right? The velvet trifecta.
So are
And
all
also-
brontosauruses mages?
You really want to know? Are we having an actual conversation? Or are we talking about sexual habits of Travis right now? Because you really put a curveball on that one. I need to get in the mindset of this. So, to be able to be one, yes.
You realize you can't get this answer wrong because it's you, right?
Yeah, no. I just want to make it
Like
clear.
you stumbled for a
Make
second.
it,
Like,
make
oh,
it
am I
clear.
gonna get the right answer?
Yes. Right now
So
within the world,
brontosauruses have the magic.
they can understand it and they can tap into it way easier than the rest of the crew right now as far as any of that type of stuff goes storyline wise. So yes.
Do they like live in like a separate place?
Nope. They're all
Is
live in
there like a
Ashmore.
Hogwarts for them?
Nope.
Where do they learn it?
Well, they learned
Dinosaur
it. What'd you
Magic
say?
Camp.
Dinosaur Magic Camp. Where do they learn it?
Yeah, I mean, you'd think that as mages, there's got to be a place.
Would you
where
like
they...
to start just write the book then
No,
for
I'm
me?
asking the
it's
fucking guy who came up with it.
Just write the book.
I'm talking to George Lucas here, and George Lucas is getting pissed at me as I'm asking him Star Wars questions.
Hey, you know what? It's a big fucking world, and I've written, and I've thought, and I've created a lot in it.
But you don't remember any of it?
No.
You're like George R.R. Martin. I love that book you wrote. What book?
I'm saying I don't care what you're asking, and I don't care what you're trying to learn right now. Okay?
Give me your money, bitch.
Matt does not.
He wants to make toys.
Matt does not want to get into his world.
No.
Doesn't want to talk about it.
No, I'm telling you that if you want to buy a Bronto and you want to make up your little fucking Hogwarts for him, you can do it.
I want to know if it's canon.
Yes, whatever you think is canon is
Wait,
canon.
that's
literally
a Kickstarter
literally
exclusive.
why
There's gonna be a
He-Man became
cannon
as
with one of
big
the
as
figures?
possible. Actually, did you guys see that?
You heard it here first.
What?
We're gonna have a cannon accessory Kickstarter unlock. So, a Dino cannon.
That's kind of funny. I would, if I had a toy line, I would definitely make
it
it
shoots-
canon and be
and
like,
it
See,
It's
no,
Dynamax.
see, this is the funny part with this fucking guy. Okay, I'm telling you guys online.
This fucking guy.
This guy, Steven, now, if there ever is any mention, toy-wise, comic book-wise, ever, where there's a fucking cannon, he will want credit for it.
I want credit for it. He said canon as in does it make sense in the story?
No,
I'm the one that brought up a physical cannon.
no, but he
I
will.
want credit for it.
You came
And
up
I
with
didn't
the,
even back the
no,
Kickstarter,
and this
any
is the
of them.
thing. You came up with the idea, but this fucker over here, he
This fucking guy.
he confirmed that he likes it, therefore it's his idea with every single thing. I'm letting you guys know on here, I have a group of select people that I like literally Facebook chat, text message with about like, hey, bounce off ideas, stuff like that. This guy happens to be in it. I wake up one day and the title of the group is changed to Steven's Toy Line. And guess what? He doesn't realize you can see who changed the title. It tells you which guy
How
in the
am I
group
not in the group?
changed the title. You're in a different group.
Not canon.
You're in a different group.
No, what's going to be great is he's going to give us a cannon, and the first thing Steve's going to go, it's not an Armies of Ashmore cannon. Armies of Ashmore cannon have twin barrels. Everybody knows that. It's not accurate. Not accurate.
No, but Steven, you
No,
have
seriously,
good
there's a
you have
fucking
good
group.
questions, and
I'm not in the group.
I like those questions. I'm avoiding this answer. I like those questions, and I like where you're going with them. And
Are
that
you in the
I
group?
need
I
to
don't know.
I need to
Is Jeremy in the group?
I'm in so many groups.
expound.
Is everybody but me
expand.
in the group?
Would you expand? Canon.
We talked
Yeah,
about
yeah.
adding you, but
How are you going to make a decision in a group of anything ever? You couldn't even decide whether to accept the invite or not. You
Dude, when
fence
we're-
riding son of a
dude,
bitch.
when we're
I
getting
was I
frustrated,
was supporting you.
when we're getting frustrated, he always puts hang in there.
Yeah,
We're getting. We're like, man,
we've hit a road bump in the storyline or the toys, and then Travis is there to pick us up.
Fucking assholes.
Pete, I supported you being in the group.
Yeah, fuck you too.
Can you see these toys on that camera? So if Jeremy, we're gonna go to a little display.
Okay, here we are.
If Jeremy can describe what the three figures surrounding General Siros are, so that we can give a good representation. Now they're obviously all not standing directly straight up, but we're getting a little bit of a, what would this be called, comparison to other toy lines, and Jeremy happens to own a couple figures of Triceratops. So let us know what these characters are.
So I brought 2 Triceratons from the Ninja Turtles, but they are from different
I'm assuming this one is the Mirage comic book version.
Mirage comic version, little grittier and grimier paint apps and whatnot. I wouldn't say realistic, but realisticer than the other one.
He looks good.
Yep.
And the other one is
and as realistic as a humanoid dinosaur that wears armor can be. Yeah. We're just putting it out there.
See, we should have had Pete in that group.
And then and then this other one that's going to be coming spinning towards you right now.
fucking brilliant.
What's this one now?
The other one is also a Triceraton, but from the Ninja Turtles cartoon line. They're both NECA figures. So
Okay.
I
And then this woman, who is she?
that's a Triceraton from the Boss Fight Studios Turtles.
The woman, it's Juno the Crusher.
Juno the Crusher from Mystic Legends.
Juno the Crusher, one of my favorite characters. She's got like multiple crushes on a lot of the guys.
Because that's liberating for a woman to have.
She's like, oh yeah, more sex is like liberating. It's more the bigger
Yeah.
the body count.
Yep.
So what I could say about your figure compared to these two,
It's taller.
it's a lot taller. These
Oh boy.
Uh-oh, hold on.
oh boy.
Flames fear them. Don't worry. Those flames are about to get scared. They're like, holy
For those listening, for those listeners,
Pete's coming. He's gonna suck all the oxygen out of the air and put us out in 3 seconds flat.
He's the big bad wolf.
I don't let my guys use water anymore because of the assholes like Steve.
So this figure towers over these other two. And
Hey, enjoy your future in the support group, Matt.
now, hey, so this Triceraton,
I love how a story about Matt trying to shit on Steven turns into being
I didn't know it was going there. I couldn't have seen
What
that
group
coming.
is this?
The beauty of this show.
Is this cartoon Triceraton? Does he have a tail? Because he doesn't
does,
currently.
yes,
Okay, he
but-
does.
Yep.
I couldn't imagine.
It was in a box somewhere though, because he doesn't stand very well.
Where's
on
the
the
tail
back
on
of the shelf.
yours, Matt?
I don't know. The guy that assembled them should tell me where the tail is on him.
You mean Curtis?
No, him.
Oh, I just assumed Curtis did the assembly of the figures after he printed them.
Is that the exact?
Is that not
Curtis-
still a running joke that Curtis does everything?
It is.
Okay. I was just
Okay.
curious.
Is that the exact scale that it's going to be, Matt?
This is the exact scale.
Nice.
I think, though, I will. One caveat. I think it'll be a smidge shorter
Do you think so?
because I don't have those hips assembled right,
Okay.
and I didn't find that out till recently.
Okay. So that's a you problem.
That is a me problem, but
So
hey,
I'll
full
definitely
disclosure.
definitely send the emails and the
No, I don't
complaints right
think, no,
along.
because the other prototypes you've shown have all been.
Care of flamesfearme at AOL.com. Fire them away.
So I will say this: I know that Jeremy in jest brought up a toy company. I think it was Boss Fight?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so I guess recently, if you guys have noticed, they actually dropped a toy line as well that has dinosaur action figures.
I did. I actually saw that in the support group the day of your Kickstarter launching for the first time ever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so there have been questions
you should,
like even
you should get on the support group and see if you can see the post. Because you can't.
Travis might die.
You know, Matt promoted he was coming on this show. He talked about it on other shows.
Dude, every other show like did this like graphic and like, hey, we're gonna have Matt Rodriguez on. I get him this morning. I'm like, oh, that's right, Matt's here. We suck. I joke about the Patreon people being stupid, but you guys deserve better than us. Every single one of you deserve better than us. We appreciate and love all of you, but you
Curtis
deserve
is
better.
making probably the smartest decision. He's just slowly moving out.
Moving into
He totally met his heroes, and he's like, not gonna do
Yeah,
that anymore.
no, that is just gross.
Okay, that's where I will disagree. We were the fucking life of the party at Legion's Con.
Yeah,
Our
oh,
fucking
yeah.
group, we were, you know. Had I not been so fat,
and
I
the
would have
thing-
been hoisted on shoulders.
And the thing
that
is,
night.
it did help that we brought half of Legion's Con from Michigan.
That's true. That's true.
that might help.
And
So, total sidetrack. Okay, Legion's Con this year. If my brother's party bus is done, are we gonna take that fucker to Legion's Con?
Oh, how would you not?
How much fun would that be?
Not me.
I wasn't inviting you. You can go in the private chat Matt car. So
I'm gonna go with the guys that got figures named after him. Matt, you know.
oh, from the Defenders of Sweden.
Yeah. It's great. Just met those fuckers.
Yeah.
I think it was beautiful because they're both well deserving, wonderful people.
Have they put up with him as long as I have?
We
The
literally
first time
were
I
getting.
met him, I tried to hang out, and he was like, yeah.
Where are you mad because he didn't name a dino after you?
I've taken 2 trips
That's
with
where my
Matthew.
head's at.
Is that what he's
I'm gonna
upset
go
about?
over here and
And-
wear my cool hat.
We literally have figures.
Hand
made
out
of this.
waters. What are you
It's
talking
not enough.
Not in that line.
You guys realize the last 2 trips we've taken with Matthew, both times we had to go the opposite direction of where we were going to do something for him. Hey, I know we're going to New Jersey. Can we go 3 hours out of the way to get comics? Sure, Matt, we'll do that. Hey, I know we're going north, but can we go south to get donuts? Sure. Those were good donuts. I don't blame you.
Those were really good donuts.
They were really good donuts. Where were we coming from?
I don't
Where
remember.
did we?
I don't remember.
Where did we leave before we went and got donuts? Jeremy,
They were good donuts, though.
It was PowerCon on the way home.
was it?
Yes.
Oh, we got Amy's donuts.
Yeah,
I
we
wasn't
did.
a part of that at all.
Amy's donuts.
I was gonna say you weren't even
I
there.
just
I don't
wanted
know.
to support you guys.
Holy crap.
Yeah, put it in your group text. How about how you support it? Ooh, that smells. Sorry.
So,
So yeah, so I fucking introduced this guy to a couple Swedes,
we're back to this.
and now they're part of the line. Shows you some freaking.
Well, we all know that dinosaurs come from Sweden.
Yeah. Well, I guess, Steven, if you really want to know the truth,
Maybe I don't.
yeah, because
I
the truth might hurt too much. The truth might hurt too much. Because I remember back in the
Is
day.
this where you drop? Is this where you drop on him that you have a private group message with the Swedes and he's not in it? Because I can attest, Steven, it will hurt. It will hurt really bad.
Steve needs to understand something. That when I've watched his allegiance over the years come and go, depending on who becomes a new member of the friend group or which new professional company is involved.
What are you talking about? I have lived and bled Defenders of Eden since I met you.
Okay, when I was the new kid on the block, Jeremy,
Huh?
I was the new kid on the block once. Okay,
Hey, you were
and
goofy ass piano tattoo. I'm like, who's
Steve
this fuck?
Steve thought I was a cool guy, so I'm now Steve's cool guy. Okay, he thinks I'm cool.
Yeah.
And then since that day, Steve has replaced me with 5 other guys that all of a sudden they're cooler because they're either more talented
Oh, yeah,
or they're more
I know.
professional.
No.
I've
What a
gone through
hoe.
that too.
What a hoe.
And he so then
I
he
was
thinks
the new guy once too. Remember?
Yeah, no,
He
for sure.
loved me.
Yeah, for sure.
I love everybody.
And so he doesn't think that we notice He doesn't think that we notice that. Oh, well, I would think you were cool. Thanks for coming to my party, but instead, I'm going to just pay attention to this guy that makes YouTube videos instead. Or, oh, I think you're cool, and you used to be my new boyfriend, but now this guy does toy documentaries, so I like him better than you now, too. And then like a battered wife, I'm here 6 years later, and he's like, oh, yeah, all my other friends, they actually weren't that cool. I just hyped them up really quick right at the beginning because that's how I see people. And then he gets mad that I didn't name a toy after him. Do you know what I'm saying?
Oh, I know what you're saying.
It's just he doesn't think that the other person in the relationship sees what he sees and sees what he does. He thinks that he's done no wrong. And I'm here to say he's done wrong.
The wrongest.
The wrongest wrong.
You are going to get smited by the Lord.
No, I want to hear his rebuttal because I've been dealing with him on his high horse for too long. And I just need it said. I just need it said. And he's going to be mad. Oh, why didn't you come talk to me? Why is this public? Why did you make this public right away? That my toy, you're not naming toys after me? No. People need to know just what kind of man you are.
Matt, you just lost 2 friends. Joe Petey wasn't in your private chat.
I got a toy line now. I don't care. I don't care who my friends
He's
are.
about to have a cult follow him.
You should probably try to spread your Kickstarter in the support group.
Are you regretting coming on today, Matthew?
It was only going to be down to 73%. I'm gunning for 71 now, fucker. Jesse says, why do I feel so uncomfortable right now?
Every single one of your Bronto, every single one of your Bronto toys, if you bought one, will come with this magic orb, and it actually, I might change it. Actually, I'm thinking about adding, cutting it right in here, and having like the fist be able to sit in there, so you could actually like have magic on the thing.
So
too,
like
because,
his hand was.
Yeah. So you know what I mean? Like I think that could be kind of cool. So we're still
nobody cares.
We're still tweaking a couple.
Good.
Okay. I'll just put that down. Really took the energy out of the room.
Because you picked a fight with me this morning, Matthew. In fact, some would say it's the end of a level. Some would say it's a boss fight that you picked with me.
From the very beginning. All I've done is tried to be friends with this guy, and he's been too cool for me the whole fucking time.
How old are you, Steve?
Huh?
How old are you?
44.
44. You've never tried to be friends with anybody in 44 years.
I did too.
Bullshit.
I tried to talk Motu with him in the earlier days, and he just walked away. I tried to talk religion with him, and he was like, no. And I'm like, but you seem like a frickin' youth pastor. Why wouldn't you frickin' know religion? He's just like, no. I'm going to talk about some abstract shit that he thinks is way over my head. I tried to frickin' have him over, and he's always busy. He's up in his fucking Holland over there. Holland, walking around in his wooden shoes, looking down on everybody, not drinking on Sunday. And frickin'
New Zealand.
They're the same thing. Zealand,
I think
Holland.
Zealand's worse.
I even buy my automobiles from this guy. And I don't even get floor mats.
Wait, whoa! You got floor mats. You ended up getting floor mats.
For an Acura.
Yeah, that's fine. I didn't say
I
they were
bought
going to
a
be
minivan.
I didn't say they were going to be the right floor mats. I never once read the freaking fine print, dude. You're one of these guys that doesn't read the fine print, and you just go off on your little Karen tangents.
I buy vehicles from you. I fed you fucking kids.
No, you didn't.
You put gas in my boss's Corvette. That's what you did.
What?
That's your problem. Then get a better job.
Hey, I'm trying.
Can we please?
I'm trying to start a toy line.
Can we please appreciate the irony of Steven buying a complete vehicle and the only part missing was Matt's? Can we appreciate the irony in that?
I guess it's there. It's there.
and I've had to put 2 sets of tires on
Could
it.
you imagine taking?
I
van
can't
I
help
don't
that
have
you
a
weigh so much that the tires wear uneven.
Now you're fat shaming.
No, that's
now you're
that's
skinny
you
little
think.
bitch.
That's a you problem, dude. If you want to start this, we can have this. We can do this live with all your fucking friends.
fat shaming.
Just
In 2023,
listen.
Lizzo is a national treasure, and you're fucking fat shaming me.
Listen. He weighs.
Matt, look at me. If you want to fat shame him, don't talk about the tires on the van. Talk about the salon chairs. That's how you fat shame him.
I can't even go to that salon.
You can't even shit in your own toilet. What are you talking about? The salon? You said you have to pick whether you piss or shit.
Oh my God! Are you taint shaming him right now?
No, you just need to have the elongated toilet seat. That's all. Works fine.
No, whatever, dude. Whatever.
Patreon, give us your money.
I'm just letting you know that there was every once in a while, and Jeremy can attest to this, there have been points in our relationship where you left, where you were emotionally not there due to other people.
Emotionally distant. I just wanted to talk toys, and you were
No. When you're the coolest guy he knows, or he thinks you're the coolest guy, you can feel it. But then when he thinks there's another coolest guy, you notice it.
So who's the cool guy now? Who's my cool guy?
Who's your cool guy?
That's not Guillermo, I'll tell you that. You're just alienating all the Hispanics, man.
Is Justin Hispanic? He kind of looks like he could be a little bit.
He does kind of look like he
could be. Like as much as I
Just
am.
a little bit.
Yeah.
Like mom did something on vacation and never told dad. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like a little bit.
He's Canadian.
He's Canadian. That's worse. That's somehow worse.
Super chat from Steve O'Bag. He says best show ever.
Best show ever. Oh. Jesse wants to go. When did this show become The View?
You know, looking back, it's kind of always been The View.
I mean,
Does
that make you Bayhard? Bayhard?
I don't know. I think I'm
isn't she
probably
the
Star
comedian?
Jones.
Star Jones.
Because I'm the big one. You know what I mean?
I think they're all kind of big. I mean,
Jeremy's obviously Whoopi. You know?
he's the black member, obviously.
I think Star's black too.
Yeah, pretty sure.
Francisco says, I just tuned in and it feels like I switched to the Lifetime Network in the middle of a movie. There's a lot of feelings. A lot of feelings in
There's
this
a
show.
lot of feelings going on right now. Everybody's all up in their feels.
Oh.
Steve, I'm sorry. I really am. I didn't mean to make this. It's just been building up. And with what Travis put in my drinks last night, I feel like I just needed to let it out. But guess what now? And he says, who's the guy now? Well, who just started a freaking toy line? And all of a sudden, I'm back on top. I'm the guy. I'm Steve's favorite person.
Oh, somebody's over there drawing conclusions.
Bill Cosby.
Oh.
Hey, Patreon supporters, if you've ever seen Picture Page, we would really like to get some artwork drawn of Steve as Mortimer Marker.
So Joseph H says, guess I have to watch Legion's Lair to learn more about this toy line.
Is he in the chat right now?
In the chat right now.
Let us know, because this is
Legion's
going
Lair
to be
is a lot like our show. Like the person in charge
everything.
and runs everything behind the camera is really pretty.
Very true. Thank you for saying that, Peter. Tell me.
Except today.
Yeah, Joseph, hit us with your questions. Actually, right now, anybody you got questions about this toy line, drop them in here. We will quickly turn that into. Curtis also does say Steven does have a way of making you feel important, and then dropping you if you say anything bad about Super 7.
I love how Jesse like
Shouldn't have fucked with
swoops in like a crow and like is picking at the carry-on of the show. Like, or you could watch it on Just Shelve It or Off-World. Back up, Jesse. We're talking about Defenders of Sweden.
Defenders of Sweden.
Jeremy got lit on the way here, so we can talk about the armies of Hashmore. We're gonna get this figured out.
Heyo.
So
I appreciate you guys.
So you're
I
doing a toy
appreciate you
line.
guys. I'm doing a toy line, and that's why I'm now Steven's back in
you're
my
back,
life.
back in. That's good.
Yep,
It
'cause
makes
I'm the-
sense.
I'm the
You're
man.
important again.
Who's the next one? You were so important. He posed your figures backwards. So
You know,
Matthew, I'm just gonna throw this out there.
Yeah.
Maybe
I really
Steven-
like your figures, but not so much. Thanks, Trav. Moving on.
Maybe Steven is trying to drive you to be a better person.
Tough love.
Yep.
you know, I've given that consideration. I have given that consideration.
I mean, maybe you should thank him for Armies of Ashmore.
Oh no, that's not going to happen. Nope. If I thank anybody for this toy line where it's at right now, it would be honestly be probably CB, just because they took a chance on an independent.
I totally
I thought you were gonna say. I thought you were gonna be simp
thought he
out
said-
and be like, "In my wife."
That's exactly what I thought too. I was like, oh,
behind
he's going
every
for it.
successful man, there's a woman, like a fucking boat anchor.
keeping me secure, not allowing me to go too far.
She's my rock.
Keeping my feet on the ground.
She's rusty, but I love her.
If I drift too fast, she reels me back in.
So where's this guy with his
One six shooter says Steve will be announcing his own action figure Kickstarter. Top G's of Alpha World.
All the characters.
All the characters are named Steve. It worked. What we got? Somebody just funded a Kickstarter where all the names are Jesus. Why not all be Steve?
I
think you're translucent.
Didn't
Steve.
George, the grill guy, do that with his kids? All of his kids were named George.
Or
George
variants
Foreman?
of
Variants
George or
of-
Georgina? Yeah.
Yeah.
That's just because he got hit in the head so many times. There's only one name he knew, and it was George.
He's like, what's your name, George?
Because every time he looked up, he was like, George. And that's all he knew. So he just names everybody George.
Christopher Kelly wants to know, he goes, maybe I missed it, but what is the packaging going to look
You
like?
did not miss it because we didn't talk about it because we ain't done shit. What's the packaging going to look like? I heard you've got the magnificent Nate Barch doing some art for you.
Nate Barch is going to do some art for us, and this is part of the Kickstarter that's cool. Is that I can't wait to just continue, not over just this next 40 days or 35 days, but always keep you guys informed where everything's at. So I mean, I can share like my sketches that are pretty sketchy, but we haven't revealed anything yet. But it definitely, we want it to be. See, I'm gonna stumble over my words because I don't even know what it fucking means. What's it when you like the plastic on the front so you can see inside?
Window.
Packaging,
Yes, it will be window packaging, and
Because you
then
hate the environment?
we
Awesome to know.
are working on a physical sleeve type of poster by Nate Barch that will be again only exclusive on the Kickstarter.
Why
too.
not? Why would
So
you not do a magnet close style that could be taken off to like be a backdrop for a shelf?
We're gonna do a
We're trying to
magnet.
help him, Pete. He's just gonna resent you for it.
Those were questions on the. I'm asking. That's a real question. Somebody asked if the packaging art was going to be diorama pieces.
So the sleeve, and my vision of it right now is this sleeve that slides over the top of the box. You can actually take it off and unclip it, and then it becomes a poster.
Oh, okay.
And it's going to have kind of a battle of all of the armies and who they're fighting, kind of in these shadows. This is again just my vision for it, and I've sent Nate the artwork. And so
Was that in your private group? Because I didn't see it.
Ooh, I've sent Nate the artwork. He better toe the line.
Okay, real question. All right.
You Nate's boss now?
Is there anything that you can reveal today live on our show to the YouTube people and then eventually to our listeners that hasn't been revealed yet? Do you have anything exclusive
an
that
announcement,
you can share?
an official announcement for you guys only.
Okay.
Can I, real quick, can I share what you told me last night?
Yeah.
Okay, I do want to share this real quick because I do, as a Star reporter, I do have a breaking news for Defenders of Eden, the toy line.
Star reporter, huh?
Hey, I'm here for it, man.
The chocolate Star
Matt
reporter.
last night did tell me that he is going to name the orb after Steven because it looks like it goes in your butt.
Was that in the private group?
I actually got that from another star reporter, Nate Strong.
We will be. It is official. After time and consideration and taking advice from friends like Pete,
Steven.
we will be releasing our translucent Bronto on this Kickstarter. So that's something that we're gonna drop soon.
So the albino Triceratops, translucent Bronto.
And we're again, but we have to be very, very clear that when we
we've got to be very translucent in what we say.
when we reach retailers, and once we make goal and everything and stuff like that opens up, and you might start to see later on, these pre-orders and stuff like that from other retailers. This translucent figure, along with the albino, will never be available at those
True Kickstarter exclusive.
true Kickstarter exclusive. It's not. I'm not talking.
Why do you hate all the people that didn't have the money to do the Kickstarter? Don't they deserve those figures too? 3 years down the road, when they're like, these are really cool and they want them,
They can buy
they
it for
shouldn't have to go to
buy it from
eBay.
Travis for $150.
Right.
Yeah, boy.
Yep.
Another legit question: what wave would we possibly get Tech Trek?
I would like to drop him. Originally, he was going to be dropped at Wave 3. But because of the success of this and kind of where we're moving it, it's going to actually be closer to a 4. Okay. So
because
of new tooling,
because
and all
you're
that type of
super
stuff.
successful, you're going to make the fans that supported you wait longer. Did I hear that right?
Correct.
Okay.
Correct.
So to be clear, you're not promoting me because I do such a good job. Okay. Awesome.
No, I just have encounters for your life. I didn't see her, so.
So
Hey.
the reasoning.
Hey.
Come on in. Ask Matthew a question about his Defenders of Eden toy line.
No, I heard.
Care to ask him a question about
I heard your salon is
Will
going
you
very
show the
well.
guys your shirt?
It's super cool, so.
Will you show the guys your shirt, honey?
What do we do?
Easily distracted by wieners.
Easily distracted.
She's a wiener dog gal.
There's a wiener dog on there.
Can you jump up and down now?
Hey, can we watch you come down the stairs again? So Tech Trek
Yeah.
is a cool character. So
He's
like a tank
he's
base.
disabled.
Yeah, I suppose I got to give him something for free.
I never realized that. Like, this is actually something that came up recently, was that when I created Tech Trek, I created a cool character, and then all of a sudden I realized, like, 8 years later, like, he's kind of disabled. Like, he's like, I never thought of it that way from a creative standpoint.
You did it for inclusion.
What the fuck? Why does...
I did it because I've always wanted to support the disabled people, so I made this thing. Look at me, I'm a great person. I'm gonna virtue signal.
You'll know when I make an actual disabled character, because you're gonna know the name of the character, and you're gonna see him in the book, and you're gonna be like, I feel included. Okay.
I know the character. I've seen them in the book because I've been supporting you from the beginning.
When does issue 4 come out of Defenders of Eden?
Issue 4 is going to be this year yet, and then those people are going to get those. So that stuff's going to come earlier.
Will that be a
than-
Kickstarter as well for issue 4?
We've thought about it, but obviously people are buying it on through here. So
where's here?
I think on the Kickstarter. Are you able to buy it, or did I not include it?
No, it's there.
Is it?
The
is it
comics
there?
are there. Is that what
I'm
you're
sorry.
talking
When
about?
you said
be
through
there.
here, I thought you meant like maybe we were talking about a website or something. I was.
Oh no,
trying to
I'm way
encourage
too
a
late.
plug.
No, yeah. Hey, you know how good you are at this whole thing.
I'm amazing.
Yeah, I'm the same with my website.
Yeah. Did you see a few comments ago? Best show ever. Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
It would look
Giggle
so
shits
weird
over
now.
here.
Now that
Every time
I'm
he giggles, he shits.
now that I'm looking at it, like seeing him without a tail on because it's not plugged in because Steve didn't plug in the tail. It'd be so weird to like if he was actually a character without a tail,
Yeah.
like as a dinosaur.
I wanted you to see what I feel like when you
Francisco Ramirez
treat
has a
me the way I
question.
do. The way
He'd
you
like-
do.
He'd like to know what figure Adam Bradley Freeman worked on. He is quoted in saying, "This line will happen," end quote. He is a Mark Taylor protege, and he was friends with Roddy Piper.
Odd odd kind of coincidence. Roddy was probably my favorite wrestler of that generation. Like, I really like that guy. Adam has reached out. We have not had the need
for a useless
Adam,
piece of shit.
for Adam's help. But he's definitely reached out if we needed any kind of help or advice or thoughts or any of that stuff, design work. But we're all set from our end. So, but he definitely has he has, you know what he's done? He has supported this line since the beginning, like a lot of my friends should have.
Is he in the Kickstarter? Did he buy the figures?
I don't know.
You should look right now.
Because
I want to know.
Right,
I should
right
look
now.
I should look. So yeah.
Jesse says someone else asked, but why a Bronto over Brocky?
Over Brocky.
Brontosaurus
A
over
Brachiosaurus.
Brachiosaurus.
Both
well,
similar long neck style dinosaurs.
So actually, I do have designs right now. I think they might have. You know what? This guy might have seen it, but I'm working on the price point of another, not only different coloration variation head pack, because that's going to be 100% added soon too. So there's going to be, each head is going to be in a different color scheme to match one of the other dinos. If you got an all in, you'd be able to have a secondary head pack. So we're working on the numbers for those, and it's just a paint app, so it's going to be a little bit easier to manage. But we do have the possibility of new heads for each of the bodies. So essentially, outside of General Ceros, there's 4 other dinosaurs, and we have designs for 4 different heads that the tails also work for. So I'm trying to see if that's plausible to add but again, new tooling, new money. We have to see if it's affordable, but yes, that other head, the Brachiosaurus. Did I pronounce that right?
You did.
We do have a designed head of.
Is that the one that sneezes on the kids in the trees?
Yeah, I believe so. Yeah.
So what wave will the character after me be named come out? The pterodactyl.
That was originally supposed to be wave. So we're, if you want to know the truth, we're gonna have a secondary body, a buck for the armies and for the people of Ashmore, and we're gonna cover other characters. So the Velociraptor characters, they're gonna have this size buck, but a lot of it's gonna be reused for our pterodactyl warriors that are in the book too as well.
Pterodactyl.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Thank you for
pterodactyl starts with a P.
Because all the
So it
other
could be
dinosaurs'
pterodactyl.
names have the actual dinosaurs' names worked into them.
Right. That's what you're supposed to do.
Okay.
Steve's trying to be funny. It's not working.
No, I'm lost. I'm lost.
Man.
He's taking a shot at me because I'm taking actual dinosaur names and putting my name in.
Yeah.
When, like, that's not what you did.
Right.
You know what I mean? You gave them names that were just variations.
Rhydor
of,
is just,
What's wrong with the name Rhydor?
nothing. It's not a dinosaur name. Is all. I'm
Nothing.
saying.
I was trying to be funny, and because he can't be funny, he was trying to dim my bulb because he doesn't know how to turn his own on.
Okay.
So that's all that was.
Yeah.
I
No
know
big
what
deal.
turn me on. I know what turns me on.
Matt.
Yep, women in the kitchen,
Matt
fully
currently
clothed because boobs. are
Currently,
gross.
Matt, because he has a toy line. But as soon as this toy line wears off, the next big thing will enter.
Matt, are you going to have vehicles?
No.
No
As of
vehicles.
not right now. When I originally launched the line, with
Vehicles
the
would be
small, the
savage.
3 and 3/4 line, I actually have mock-ups of the tree tower as like a play set that like was circular, and then you open it up, very Motu-esque.
Well, let's go there too. Play sets?
I would love to. It's just this stuff's expensive, dude.
Not over here.
People see this money that we're trying to raise, and like from the back end of it, a lot of them have no idea.
Yeah, we're not ready to do play sets yet. We need to see how this line goes in the Kickstarter first.
He said,
No, we don't. We don't have to
He
do
said
that.
we. He said
because
we. Did
we
you hear him
don't
say we?
We don't talk about. It's okay. Everything is successful
We don't talk about
before it
Bruno.
actually is. Because if I were to say, hey, don't be successful yet because you're not done, I'd be a dick.
I hope this funds, guys, because you guys are assholes, and I'm almost there. And if I don't reach this in 35 days, I'm
You gonna blame
fucking
us?
burning this place
You gonna blame
down.
us?
That's
It
why
all
we
goes
podcast
back-
at Trav's.
It all goes back to that
burning,
podcast.
burning this place down.
So how many
You're gonna get a hold of
waves
us
are
later and ask
currently
us to
planned
delete
out?
it.
Nate Strong would like to know.
6.
6, I think.
Yep.
Damn.
Just think, maybe it would have funded had you been able to share it in the support group. Are the tails articulated at the base?
Um,
Well, yeah, there's a little there's a double barbell thing that goes in there, and they do articulate a lot, a little bit, right? Wouldn't
Yeah,
you say,
we're-
Matt?
Is it a lot or a little bit?
well, we're actually even looking
Steve,
into...
when you designed the tail, what was your thoughts on the articulation?
Whoa,
level?
whoa! I'm not taking credit for anything here. I did not design the tail. I've done extensive work to the tail since I've gotten it.
I put blue tack on it. Good for you.
And at the midway point in the tails, we're trying to figure out if there's a place for a little bit of articulation there, too, as well.
Well, and I do got to give Steve a little bit of credit here in our private chat where
No,
we
you
talked
don't.
about this. I mean, Steve, he put a lot of info in about the tail articulation. So
Have you considered bendy?
I haven't. That is kind of cool.
Just thought.
I don't know. That
thought.
again, and we're at the point where these thoughts are good ideas because we can bounce them off. I actually revealed a cool thing about the bicep swivel on another person's podcast.
Which one?
I don't even remember.
He's like, I've done so many professional ones.
But
I will tell you, I did really enjoy the Dorclair episode.
But did I talk about the bicep swivel on there?
You did.
You don't remember?
Yeah,
You did.
that's the one. Because of the Conan Mezco figure, like right now as it's sitting, I think ours is like this one, where this point actually isn't articulated.
In the shoulder?
Yeah. Or it might be, but it's not moving right now. But basically, this bicep swivel, we don't have this and this are one piece. And so the Conan Mezco, this shoulder actually swoops down inside and connects to the forearm. So the bicep is actually kind of a sleeve over top of that point, and that adds that joint. And that's something that CB actually sent us new files on. Said, hey, this could add that articulation. We can try this new method that's coming out. And so that's still kind of up in the air as far as if we're just going to go with what we have standard, or if that's worth it and if it works properly, because we obviously want to make the best toys possible.
You ready for a hard question?
There are no hard questions.
All right. Francisco Ramirez asks, is Matt worried about getting a cease and desist due to his line being very close to Boss Fight Studios' dinosaur line?
No, I'm not worried at all. My line is 100% original to our world that we created. Anything privately or publicly like predates, anything Boss Fight has actually. And I don't even consider them outside of being dinosaurs. I don't think that there's anything remotely similar about them from a toy standpoint. I mean, I think theirs are theirs like, I don't know if they're in the 3 3/4 size or if they're not as big as Origins. And then there's this, I think it leans a little bit more fantasy, a little bit more sci-fi with I think they have guns, right?
Yeah.
Stuff like that.
Yeah.
Whereas this is just a large scale fantasy toy line, and one of the factions of the line happens to be dinosaurs. So, no, Francisco, I'm not worried at all.
God, that would be some fun drama to talk about if you got one of those letters.
That would be fun to talk about, but I don't know why I would even get that letter.
Right.
Because I
mean, Steve might be sending you one, but
right. So
It'll just come through your private group message, so let me
Right.
know when it comes through. How far along is a T-Rex?
T-Rex. So this is the issue with. I'll just be completely honest about this. This is the issue with you guys that are fans of dinosaurs. Like Dinosaur Guy is a different breed. Like, I'll be completely honest. I love these figures and these characters we made. I am not dinosaur guy. I'm not. Have you thought about a Sarsia pod? Like that type of, like when the guy comes up to me and says that, I'm like, show me a picture of what fucking dinosaur and if it was in Jurassic Park. Like, I'm not dinosaur guy.
You are creating characters from your comics.
Right. So if my if my T-Rex-ish kind of character happens to have full-size arms, and then you get a guy like Francisco that's like, that's not accurate, you know.
That's not how he sounds, I don't think.
I don't think he sounds
No?
anything like that.
No.
Oh, okay.
No.
I'm bad at voices. But yeah, we do have guys that look similarly to a T-Rex as far as face shape and things like that. So yes,
but they're more humanoid.
Right, 100%.
Anthropomorphic, man.
Anthropomorphic. So yes, that stuff for sure is going to happen. I mean, we have a character Nyx in the comic books that he definitely has that more of that face, more of that head sculpt. So we just didn't want to honestly release Nyx with this group because he's going to have different hands and feet. And so when we release him, we want new tooling.
Do you have an idea of what wave Nyx would be in?
Nyx would have been in. He would be in. Well, now he might even be bumped into wave 2, because
with moving
of
the disabled guy further down the line.
Yes, correct. But yeah, we have Nyx. We have a lot of people that want Eel. And Eel is a lot of new tooling. He's a really cool character. But it's just this. It's cool talking about it, but it's definitely this process that's years in the making. So.
Shouldn't the disabled guy get a spot closer to the front?
Well, first of all, he's not disabled. He's otherly abled. So why don't you learn your new lingo there?
I think it's differently abled.
It's
isn't
differently
it?
able. It's definitely not otherly
works
able.
too.
So maybe you should
He's
learn
otherly.
your lingo.
I love you so much.
And Francisco on there too. If you know anything else that I don't know, like if you see anything else or anything else being talked about, let me know, because that'd be interesting to see other people's opinions and views of it. But I can definitely say confidently that these are 100% original ideas.
Curtis says Matt doesn't remember his off-world episode because he was trying to wrap up quickly to get to Drunk Rachel. So
100%. 100%.
No blame here.
Yeah, that's the difference. That's the difference between this podcast and those guys. This podcast, you guys have gotten me some great Drunk Rachel tale.
Mm-hmm.
That podcast literally cock-blocked me from getting great Drunk Rachel tale.
That sounds like Curtis. I can see his nickname being Cockblock. So here's a question for you.
Travis again? No, he went to get us water, and he fucking grabbed a bunch of shit for himself. He didn't bring the water.
Joseph H. Would like to know, there are other humans. Are there other animals in this line? Human figures?
Yes. So
I'm going to let you explain it. I've read the comics numerous times, and I know all the characters, but I want you to.
Yeah. So definitely this world, like, this is legitimately one kingdom and one faction of Eden in the comic book world.
Do you have a spare Coke? Yeah. I could use a little jolt.
Are you worried about Are you worried about getting a cease and desist from the Bible?
Don't.
Because of the use of the word Eden.
Actually, in our logo, we turned the E in Eden around backwards, so that kind of I actually navigated around any sort of legal battles.
Is Eden copyrighted?
No, I'm joking.
Okay.
Eden. The term Eden is more of the description of like a paradise. So definitely not exactly biblical, but a wonderful, colorful, beautiful place. So that's kind of.
It worked out for the first two that were ever in paradise.
Yeah, it's like Defenders of Eden, an apple. Like, well,
Defenders of Eden.
Like I eat the apple, and what was I supposed to do? It looked good.
Stupid snakes.
Sorry, what were you saying, Matt? I didn't mean to.
No.
Wait, Jesse wants to know. Wait, your made-up fantasy world's anthropomorphic dinosaurs aren't 100% totally fossily accurate?
Jesse, you'd be surprised at the comments I get where literally the guy says, You know, if the Steg's plates would have been actually part of his body instead of just the armor,
That was fucking weird.
I would back this. But good luck. And then the next comment I see this dude make, which is fine. He's just like, "Holy cow, we're already at 48% in 1 hour." Like, and I'm like, wait a minute. Like, are you down with this?
Are you
or
pro
like,
or con, buddy?
Yeah.
Pick a
like,
side.
Yeah.
Don't be Travis.
Right. We already got one Travis.
All right.
Oh, it's not warm.
Any more questions?
You didn't get one for Jeremy. He did. He totally asked for one.
You really did?
No. It's fine. No, it's fine. I have water. It's fine. Sit. It's fine.
I'm fine, dude. Stop yelling at me. No, I'm not Steven.
There's no other comments about the actual toy line.
Awesome. Well, that's good.
How was talking about Kevin Costner for 25 minutes them blocking you?
Cock blocking me?
Yeah, because they talked about Kevin Costner.
Oh, the one time I was on there, they asked
Yeah.
me if that was a legit thing.
Yeah. So. All right. Well, here's what I have to say about this line. We at Defenders of Eden or Ideas for Mars. If you know you're gonna back this thing, don't sit and wait till the last minute. Throw your money in. They don't charge until it backs, anyways. Throw your money in so we can get here and get some of these stretch goals opened. Right, Matt?
What'd you say?
Jesus. I try to help.
Are there any more plans for inclusion in the universe, like dinos that identify as robots?
Yes.
There's plans, but let's see if they go through. Are you going to be
That was Francisco, by the way.
representing these at PowerCon?
He's not going to bring the figures.
There's too much hassle.
That's so funny. He walked in with that little box yesterday, and I'm like, oh, guess not bringing figures.
At least he brought the iPad.
He did. Thank God. By the way, can we talk about that? Why did Matt have to bring the iPad here?
He always does. Every time.
Because apparently I forgot it.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you meant his iPad.
I took it to Tulip City with the intent of doing some interviews, but there was nobody there to interview.
And there was nobody there to cover Matt's boots so we could do interviews.
So
I thought there was like 1,500 people there.
you don't want to talk to those weirdos. Just see some of these people. Kids with earmuffs on and shit. Like, what the fuck? You can't bring your kid in here because it's afraid it's too loud? You carry them around, they gotta wear a fucking bear suit with some ear meds, and they're flapping their hands, and I'm like, your kid's fucked up.
Dude, Steven.
What? What?
I love traipsing through puddles.
His mom's
Can't believe my boots are wet.
His mom's always gonna take care of those boots though afterwards.
I mean, the kid was fine.
She's gonna put him in a bubble bath.
I mean, I'm not saying the kid was really fucked up, but
Should I avoid puddles or just wear bread bags on my feet?
I think it was
Little does Steve know that his mom carried him around in a bear suit. With headphones on.
There's no doubt in my mind that Steve was on a kid leash. There's no doubt in my mind.
Had to keep him away from the mud puddles.
One of those stretchy leashes that they put kids on. That fucking, and she might have even needed two, just because of the strength.
Her to get around him.
Yeah,
Needed two to get around his wrist. No, the one he's referring to is like a kid had earmuffs on, like we were at a monster truck rally.
There was one. Well, there was actually one family that was like, asked me where are the most quietest places we can go and sit. They asked me.
Your car in the parking lot?
Yeah, stay home. Yeah, that's the next generation.
Kickstarter live now. It's got great momentum, great figures. Matthew, all bullshitting aside, we are seriously proud of you and happy for you. And this could not be happening literally to a more genuine, nicer, hardworking, talented person than you are. And I mean that with all of the respect that I can muster. You truly deserve this. And
I appreciate that.
Well done, man. Absolutely well
Hey,
done.
what's that blue skeleton on there?
That's Hagnon. Well, no, that's green. Never mind. Is it blue? I don't remember.
No, look at the. It's gonna turn around you. There's a new skeleton on there. That's kind of a cool skeleton.
Yeah. It's by this.
Yeah.
It's by this company called Boss Fight Studios.
Wait. That's actually pretty cool.
Yeah.
Is it what line? Like, cause
It's Fortnite, isn't it?
Don't they do more of a smaller scale stuff? Like, isn't there hacks like that little stuff?
They have moved into the 6-inch realm.
Okay, so the 6-inch.
Are we thanks to UPS guy?
I do have some drama, and I do
secretly trying to slip it in there.
I do have some. I do
We
have
can
some
get
stuff.
to drama next.
That's
Matt, seriously, from the bottom of my heart,
That's cool.
you're welcome.
From the bottom of my heart, I hope you die.
Matt or Travis, toy drama. What's going on? You just stuffed your mouth full of shit. And Travis is eating like he's never eaten
I do
before.
gotta say that I'm not like most kids where they were all super in love with like dinosaurs. Like, what's your favorite dinosaur? I could never be like, it'd just be something T-Rex. I don't know. I wasn't like the dinosaur kid.
Yeah.
That being said, I'm probably still not the dinosaur guy, but I'm all in on your shit because I like to support you. And I gotta say that they're pretty fucking cool looking. So
Thank you very
you
much.
sucked me in, baby.
I appreciate it.
I will say you're welcome as well, like Steven did.
Mm-hmm.
But I actually contributed to the Kickstarter by pointing out some spelling errors.
He did. He
Like
did.
I
You
do
know what?
that.
Out of all the people that were going to come through on letting me know about the spelling errors that they won't let me fix because it's already locked in, Pete happened to be the guy that was like, you know what? You kind of messed up on some of the spelling. I didn't expect it, but I am thankful for it. What'd you call him?
So, 1 shooter just says maybe he was autistic. He was speaking about the headphone,
It was
a girl. It was a little girl.
It's sensory deprivation.
Yeah,
I totally get it.
Yeah, it was a
So
little
do
girl,
I.
and I
What are you
showed
talking about?
I showed them a couple of places that.
But
the funny
I-
thing is, he's wearing these headphones right now, so he can't hear very loud.
And sunglasses so he can't see.
Yeah, and he's talking about other people's abilities.
That's our Steven.
Yeah. So when you were talking about that, and you start, I'm like, oh fuck, here we go, and I just
What?
didn't bring
What'd
it
I
up
do?
because that's a sign of some autistic people is they flap their hands and they have.
He actually wasn't flapping his hands. I made that up.
Yeah, he made that up. That wasn't a real thing.
I mean,
That was Steve just being a legit asshole. That was
Yeah.
just straight up him being an
Yeah.
asshole.
we had a question. I addressed it. There we go.
There was no question he was an asshole. I knew that.
What are we talking about?
I got some toy drama.
How much was this figure, by the way?
Let me hit this toy news really quick here.
So this was
Okay.
as much as one of mine is going to be.
I'm sure the horsemen will really
Believe so.
appreciate us going right into
feel like
there
I'm priced
following
pretty
this.
well.
But
Okay.
You are price brewer.
Cosmic Legions Outpost Zaxius pre-order ends tonight. Have you made your pre-order?
Nope.
The pre-order for Cosmic Legions Outpost ends this evening at 11 p.m. This is your final chance to order these figures from Show Horsemen. Pre-order individual figures, and that's Sunday, by the way, if you're listening to this at a later date. But the all-in set, which includes one of every item in the wave, for just $235 plus shipping taxes. This wave includes 6 brand new characters representing a range of different cosmic character types. So today's the day. Make sure you get in on this. All right. That's what I got for toy news. Anybody else?
I got a couple quick things.
Hit it, buddy.
You want to put on this little camera here, and I'll just throw it up real quick. So Jack's Pacific Toys posted and said congratulations to fire-breathing Bowser for winning a Toy Insider Top Summer Toy Award from Adventure Media and Events LLC. So this fucking figure that you can not see on the video at all, but y'all know what it is. It's the Bowser we put the water in I brought on the show. He got himself a reward.
Got himself an award from an award that doesn't matter from people who matter less.
But a reward nonetheless. Yeah, I got some other crap, but who cares? Oh, except for the Pac-Man stuff. That's cute as shit.
Nice, buddy.
No, I have a whole bunch of stuff, but since we don't have the screen thing, I'm not going to do it that way. So.
Oh, I could work some magic. You want to go send it to me, or
no?
Not at all. Nope.
It's been a long time since we've done this.
Yep.
But the support group has grown.
Oh.
It does seem like it might have
It
went down.
also has not grown.
The numbers stay the same, but the people change?
No, because I only kicked one person out. I bet we got more than one coming in.
Brad Johnson asked to join the support group. He could not say his favorite host because he said it's like naming your favorite kid, which I think everyone at this table could name their favorite kid, probably, right?
I can.
100%.
Yeah, easy.
Yeah.
Easy.
None of them are mine.
Yep. Mine is definitely Mario. He said he's offended by anyone that refers themselves as Lord.
Oh. Well, at least know who his least favorite is.
Yep, you have definitely made the group there, buddy. You guys, I'm going to go through these kind of quick because, like I said, we have had a few requests to join. Marty Max, his favorite host is Lord Bushotee the Alpha. So I'm denied. Jason Straz, the top G as well.
Neat.
These are all fear voters.
Fear voters?
We live in that kind of...
Yeah, they're afraid that if they don't vote for you, you're going to make fun of their autistic child or fuck their dog or
He
something.
wasn't autistic.
Stanley Vincent Jr., Steven.
Jesus, fucking all knuckle draggers, man.
Bruce Robinson. It was Steve, but he's so full of himself. He's a lord. He's a top G. I'm going Pete because he's the only one to put Steve in his place.
Fucking ain't right, doggy.
Barely.
But still, sometimes.
Kevin Dufresne. Kevin Dufresne.
Dufresne?
Yep, met Kevin in person at Legion's Con. Kevin's a great dude.
Good dude.
I can't say Steve as he'd expect that going with Pete.
So it's really a vote for me.
Sure.
The Euro Legions podcast.
Oh, those lovely cunts.
Pete, because he loves us. Mark DeRosa. Jeremy.
Oh, all right. No reason?
Greg Tasmanian.
I'll just take it.
He said, "Oh, no reason."
I'll just take
Oh,
it.
you don't want to say why I'm your favorite?
You don't want to encourage?
Greg Tasmanian also picked
Filled me up.
Jeremy DeWitt.
Oh.
Man, Trav, you're on a run.
Joseph Hill. Jeremy. I think his boom boom hole should win medals.
All
Is
right.
that Joseph H on here, I wonder?
Maybe. I'm not sure.
Because I thought Joseph H was Corzine, but I don't think it's Corzine.
Greg Kozaszowski.
Kazakawakadaki.
I love all four of you fuckers equally, but Jeremy and me have the best smokes. I mean tokes. I mean talks.
That's fair.
Brad Dietzen. He said Travis. Yep, he started listening to this podcast because of Mythic Legions, but he also loves Mezco, NECA, and a few offerings from McFarlane and Hasbro.
What, no reason?
Steve Mahoney said Jeremy, followed closely by Travis. If you knew how
What's that
closely
like?
I
What's that
followed
like?
you.
Silver medal?
Eric Tideman. He said Lord Steven. Brian Strait, Jeremy, because he also loves drugs.
I do.
Because he...
Eric Miller, Peteremia Bushotee.
So everybody's name mixed together.
Yes. Yep.
But it started with mine. That's my count.
Dylan Streikarts, he said Travis. And Dan Tobin, Travis as well. Xing Ming Gu.
Did you just shit yourself? Like,
No.
for real?
Palvicus. Jason Smith, he said Peter. Van Johnson said the Lord himself, of course.
Oh, fucking Van. Who puts two N's on Van?
Dave Schmidt, who was our winner of our wheel prize that I have still not sent it out to him because
We suck at life.
no, but because I think there's some follow up on this. I want
There
to
is a little
follow up.
follow-up.
Yep, and Malcolm Kennedy, who said Pete as well.
Yes, he did.
Those
Good
darn
day.
foreigners. Okay,
Good day, Malcolm.
I want to follow up with this on the last episode, which seems like it was 4 weeks ago now. We did give away a signed Corn Boy figure from Total Chaos McFarlane Toys. Well, there's some fun stuff about this.
Can you flip the camera?
Oh yeah, you want to go big? Sorry.
All right.
And once again, this was that toy. And there's some fun little things we wanted to bring on here. Could one of you guys happen to bring up some of those facts that we got while I read the bio?
Yeah, I'll
here?
find it. I got it right here.
All right. So, Total Chaos Corn Boy. Once a mild-mannered rube from Podunk, Indiana, Corn Boy is now a hulking mutant monstrosity. Chosen by the Accord for his superhuman strength as well as his honor and bravery, CB is an unstoppable walking battle machine. In addition to super strength, he also has cybernetic weapon systems built into his body for long-range combat, which is hilarious because he literally has cybernetic things built into his body now. Enemies now know that when they see Corn Boy's trademark ponytail and red boots step into battle, that surrender is the only option.
Nice.
A few fun facts from Corn Boy himself. Is based on a custom that Bill Mancuso, whom we love, made of him at McFarlane Toys using the 3 3/4 inch E Honda figure. Todd saw the figure and had met him, and said that they needed a real Corn Boy figure. So Eric Treadaway created that monstrosity.
I think he said something like, that toy has some sex in it.
Corn Boy got to do the fabrication of the weapons for that figure. That was one of the earliest jobs he had of that type in the toy industry. The Corn Boy character showed up in 2 issues of Spawn Comics, hanging out in a bar getting shit-faced. Corn Boy used to wear red Nike high tops all the time, hence the red boots. And the Paintmaster prototype had a real chunk of his hair that Eric cut off of him to make sure they got the color right. Either that or it was just to fuck with him. So
That's awesome.
Nice.
That figure will be hitting the mail soon for sure. I do plan on doing that. I promise. Unlike the shirts. All right, you guys want to do a little bit of toy drama?
I got a quick one.
Go for it, Peter.
Wait, though.
Okay, I know this is a long shot. This was posted in Action Figure Identification, the original. I don't have a picture, but when I was a kid in the 80s, I got a toy from Kmart, desperately trying to find out about it. It was a cheap knockoff car, scaled for 3.75 figures. Red plastic, few decals, PVC, open cockpit, and he just kind of goes through to describe it. So the comments were fun. Sounds like something from Gay Toys. And then Eric Braley says, try looking up toy cars, gay toys, American plastic. No, don't Google plastic cars, gay toys on the internet. Don't do that. You're not going to find what you're looking for.
Or will you?
And then I thought this was funny. I did look up gay toys and didn't find anything, but I can always dive deeper. I bet you can. So,
Goodness.
yeah. Just thought it was kind of funny. Not really drama, but kind of funny.
Marvel Legends community, Dallas Nino posted a picture of Ghost Rider, Marvel Legends Ghost Rider, and his motorcycle. It's got some extra parts in there, fire parts. And he goes, hello, looking to sell Ghost Rider Marvel Legends for the price listed, which is $90 listed on there. Pictured with everything. It's complete. Comes from, smoke-free home, no animals, pets, all that kind of stuff. Really quick, I'm going to show you guys the picture.
Is it upside down?
No, it's next to dog poops.
No, those are fire effects that he's added in, to be honest. He's just throwing those in there as well. Well, maybe those came with it. I don't think so, though. But anyway. Wesley Rivera comments, says, way overpriced. Dallas replies, considering I'm eating shipping prices too, not really. Thanks for commenting, though. And shares some completed sales from eBay of this figure selling for $100+. Wesley comes back firing, and he has a picture from eBay of the Cosmic Ghost Rider for $60. And says, like I said.
Fucking drama.
Dallas goes, that's not even the same figure. Wesley goes, holy shit, you're right.
Like, oh shit, I am a dick.
Wow. I guess I am a huge POS. Oh, yes. Yep. This was a fun one. Toy Auctions 24/7. Danny Harrison.
Minty.
Posts, stop reporting the Playboys. They are collectibles, prudes.
Oh, take an attack on their character.
Then we have
Is a Playboy considered a toy? Is this a toy group?
If you roll it up right.
It's toy. It's Toy Auctions.
Okay.
Toy Auctions 24/7. So I get what you're saying there.
No, I'm just curious on if there's anything else that like is there.
Say collectibles.
Maybe in their rules it's like toys and collectibles.
Right. Okay. But then fucking I could put a vase on there and you can eat shit.
Yeah, but what about if you were selling like Master of the Universe, the little mini comics?
It was there, but there's a direct correlation with toy that has that
Playboy is a direct correlation to my favorite toys on the face of the earth.
Right.
Are they?
The things I love to play with the most.
No. They're
Playboy
called marital
endorses.
aids. Not toys.
Oh, are we talking about like sex toys?
Marital aids. If you need that kind of help in the bedroom, there's no help for you.
He's talking about like chicks.
I'm not talking about sex toys at all, but I definitely feel it anyway. So
I'm lost.
Yes.
Yeah, you are, prude.
So, Wally Nizza's Duncan has there's a picture of the post that keeps getting reported, and we have this collection coming the other day, over 400 magazines. All magazines start at $5, and it is a giant stack of Playboys.
Nice.
Yep.
I used to have a Playboy subscription.
My dad did.
Is Playboy still happening?
Yep, but no more
physical.
No more play.
Just boys.
I thought they put the play back in.
Did they?
I don't know.
What did they
I
call
don't follow them anymore.
What's the point?
No, I'm sorry. It is still called Playboy, but there. Last I knew, there was no more pictures of nude girls in there.
So it's just a Maxim?
It's just it's a Maxim, maybe even less of a Maxim, I would say. God, I love Maxim.
I had
Maxim had
Maxim
good
too.
articles though.
God, I
honestly.
love Maxim.
I remember reading some articles. I'm like, this.
Did
is
you guys
good.
get them free at the police department?
No, that was it. There was some great articles in them.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
All firehouses got them for free.
Oh, really?
Like they literally went through and just mailed every fire station a copy of Maxim.
I love that.
Yeah, me too.
So, Toy Auctions admin Danny Harrison comes in.
Oh boy.
Oh shit.
Makes a post that says all reported Playboy post members will now be banned from the group.
Oh, you dumb son of a bitches.
So he's pro
laughing face emoji.
Pro Playboy poster right there as an admin.
Yeah.
So you have the admin on your side, so you're gold then.
As a
and you know he's a man's man if he goes by a child's name as a grown up.
As a
Danny.
Podcast reporter.
Fucking Danny from Turtles movie. Seriously, that guy. Okay, sorry.
It's just Dan now.
Or Daniel. Grow up.
As
Grow
a
up, Count Chocula.
Thorough podcast reporter.
It's Stevie over here.
How I want to be referred now. I did a little digging and found out who was posting the Playboy ads.
Matthew Rodriguez. I can't see that.
Who was it?
Is it that hot chick?
Oh.
Let me see.
It's that
It's
chick.
the dude that sells toys with his wife's titties out?
Yeah.
Yeah. Good on him.
Must be working. They're getting attention.
So it doesn't sound like they're gonna be able to sell their Playboys on that site anymore. But you know, if you're looking, they are out there. They're out there for sure. And I think that might be.
Nudity is back in Playboy because they realized nobody ever bought it for the articles. Christopher Kelly. That's true.
So,
but their articles were good.
Instead of just bitching anymore, I'm going to create a new segment that'll die off shortly.
Yeah.
Called "Am I the Asshole?"
I am.
So I read a post, and it pissed me off, and I want to know if I'm the asshole.
Okay.
Because it could just be me being the asshole. In the Cabal, in search of an Artemis Silver Cord 2, I get money on May 3rd, and I'm looking to buy my first Mythic Legions figure, and from what I've seen, I'd like Artemis to be my first Mythic Legions figure. On April 26th, hey, I'm getting paid in a week and a half. Does somebody want to volunteer to sell me a figure in a week and a half? That's stupid. Am I the asshole, or is that a stupid post?
Why wouldn't you just message
when you
got
get the money?
paid?
Okay, so I'm not the asshole here? Is that what we're saying?
I think I would think it was short-sighted, and I feel like that guy, if he would have thought for 10 more seconds, he would have realized the thought that you had, which like, you know what? I'll
just wait till I have money.
Let's just wait on this. Yeah. I don't think you're the
I'm
asshole.
not Popeye. I'm not giving you a cheeseburger today, bitch, and getting paid next week.
Right.
Not that he was asking to get the figure before he could pay, but I'm like, that's the kind of shit that clutters up stuff for no reason.
Very true.
Watchers, am I the asshole?
Curtis Ackerman commented here. Cheap plug for everyone in the chat. Justice Curry is a pleasure to deal with. If you're looking to unload a lot of toys, hit him up.
Yeah, obviously he doesn't know him on a personal level.
Well, I wonder if
Well,
that's
I do know Curtis did a big deal with him recently.
Yeah, so Curtis's comment reminds me of that car story I had the other day where you basically have a person that's like, man, those guys are my favorite mechanics. They've always taken care of me, and they're so great, and I freaking love them. And then I look at the bill, and it's $300 more than like any other mechanic. I'm like, yeah, obviously you love them, and they freaking love you. So that's what that reminds me of, Curtis.
Yeah, there's a lot of people out there that will buy your toys for sure. Justin definitely is one of those guys.
He definitely will.
Yep.
They'll buy the fuck out of him.
Justin posted on his own page. He's feeling irritated.
Uh-oh.
Here's an easy way to get blocked. Stock James here's trying to hijack my post and sell his classic figures to the guy that is interested in buying mine.
That is a dick move.
Probably formerly Curtis's. When I reached out to Stock, he said he's trying to sell some too. And there's a picture of him asking, Justin Askin has a post. He's got some figures listed. And Cody Cook goes, hey, I'm interested in a few. And Stock James tags Cody Cook and says, PM me if interested. Thanks.
Dick move, man. You don't do that. That's not proper etiquette.
Yeah. Also, a little bit of drama. Our friend Scott Wiles posted in the Cabal, picked up a pair of trolls at a flea market this weekend, Kane County. They are hollow and outfitted with electronics for sound, and their eyes light up. Did you guys see this post?
Bootlegs!
No, I don't think I did.
People went crazy on the
Definitely
bootlegs.
saw this.
People were pissed off.
Oh, shit.
Definitely would be posting those to the Mythic Legions fan group.
Are they bootlegs or just customs?
That's what I thought. But
I originally thought they were customs.
So did I, but they're hollow and smushy plastic, so they're repros.
They are
Somebody
definitely
made their own.
bootlegs. Yeah. Definitely bootlegs. Yep. Obviously, this is something we have not discussed with the Four Horsemen at all, but I do.
Can we make our own bootlegs? That was the question. No.
I guess how do you guys feel about bootlegs like this?
I'm not a bit okay. I mean, Matt probably will have a good answer for that. You know, how would you feel if you saw that people were making bootlegs of your figures?
I mean, it's
flattering.
Yeah, it's flattering from the sense of somebody thinking they can make money off of your idea. But overall, like, I don't know, man. It's a weird thing because even like bootlegs, for the most part, they're they're celebrated in certain parts of the toy community. Like they're like, that's cool. Like this is
Yeah, I collect some
knockoff. Like
bootlegs.
I was gonna
you
say,
know.
don't we all?
Yeah, you know, and so that's why I don't think I'd be too super upset. I feel like at that point, if somebody's bootlegging your stuff, you're making enough money or selling enough on your own that I don't think that it would really affect your position on it. I don't know. But again, I'm new to the game, so
But it could flip. You know, people would be like, "Well, these bootlegs are close enough that
Yeah.
As the
buy
shows,
these, they're cheaper."
as what I think I'm the show's basically moral compass.
Yes. That's what I would say for sure.
Without a doubt.
I think that it's wrong.
Steve just said he is the show's moral compass.
Yeah, as in come piss in my mouth.
Wow.
Piss coming.
That was lame.
You think it's wrong, Steven? What were you saying?
I think it's wrong to bootleg. Obviously, it's not
Horseman Cuck would say.
Illegal.
Is that a bad thing?
It's illegal.
It's wrong.
Illegal. It's
It's
wrong.
illegal.
Do I think that this is going to hurt the horsemen? No, because who wants them versus the real thing?
Scott Wiles.
I mean,
because they light up.
Okay, if they're cheap and if they're cheap and whatever, yeah, you're gonna buy them because they're gimmicky. But as far as like, is it gonna replace a troll on your shelf, a real troll that's beautifully painted and looks awesome? I can't see that happening too often.
And what are you gonna do about it?
I don't know.
At the end of the day, you can't stop bootleggers. They're being made in another country. You can attempt to stop people from buying them, which I get, but in the grand scheme of things, it comes with the territory. You know?
Trevor said, wait, how is it flattering having a bootleg made of your toy?
You're just because you're recognizing somebody's success and you're copying it for your own financial gains.
Yeah, you're trying to steal their money.
I mean, you're not gonna take a shitty line and bootleg that. You're gonna bootleg something popular. And I think if you asked Cornboy's the kind of guy that would go, you know, you've reached a certain level when people are taking enough time to bootleg your shit. You know, I mean, you're big enough to be ripped off. I mean, there's complementation in there. Maybe flattery isn't the right word, but it's a compliment to how successful you've been if people are trying to rip you off.
Yeah.
You know, the hard part for me, like, and Scott Wiles is a great example. Like, he would buy a troll over that bootleg any day, which he's obviously done.
Yeah.
You know, he's
100 times.
Yes, he's a completist. He's got a lot of figures, and but it's still, you see something like that, and I know
it does help encourage the bootleggers when people buy it.
Right,
because if they don't sell them, they don't make them anymore.
Yeah. And I think these were the exact same ones Francisco said, or these are the ones that were showing up in Mexico and made in Mexico. I would say my guess would be yes. I did not actually see the booth, but there is a booth at this show that it seems like they just always have a ton of bootleg stuff like this. And you know, when it goes to these big toy shows like this, you guys both have, I mean, you guys run shows.
We both they tried to get scammed this year. I had somebody create a Google document, was sharing it on my Facebook to try and get people to pay them to be a vendor at my show.
Yeah, that's pretty nuts.
You know, and all I can do is delete the post. I got no teeth because who the hell is it? It's not a real Facebook profile. You know, I'm not going to freaking pay Trav on his off time to be an investigator who in turn is going to pay a real investigator to look into it. So, but
yeah, I mean,
One Six Shooter says, good to know, Matt. My new line is Avengers of the Garden. They're cool Dino Warriors. Well, you wouldn't be the first to rip Matt off, so go for it. So, a special request from Classical Figures. A little segment we like to call What Matt Rodriguez Says with him live in studio.
What?
So this is an article called
I'm excited about this.
After a Texas family asked a neighbor to stop shooting a gun in his yard because their baby was trying to sleep, He came over and killed 5 people with an AR-15 style rifle, police say. Matthew shared that and said, "It's totally the drag shows and those books. It's not the glorification of firearms, not at all." Hub Tavern and Grill, Kalamazoo. Really good food.
I like this segment.
I had an absolute... You know what? This one is sincere. I had an absolutely wonderful dream about my dad last night. Exactly what I needed. During a time when you are stressed and doing great things and nervous, that's awesome that you dreamt about one of your heroes. I like that. Then there's a post from some asshole named Anal Wick something about being honored about having a figure. Hey, got any ideas to make a good Flash movie? Yeah, make it a Batman movie. Done. Look at this Facebook memory I got today, Matthew Rodriguez, CJ Edwards. This content isn't available right now, so I can't look. Dang! Our comics are being sold all the way in South Africa. Good work, Jared. Let's go! A few years ago, I drew my son's soccer team as superheroes. I tried to give each of them some quality they had that could be a cool power or trait. It was a lot of fun. With a fun drawing of a bunch of little boys.
I've seen that.
It's cool.
Beautiful.
Had a great conversation with some friends about my toy line. In a private group that nobody can get into. Thanks for sharing. I updated my profile picture to include my head, too much space, and not enough of my wife's.
There is a lot of negative space about your
Toothless Rindabagrio. Something about him getting a figure too. Fuck him. Oh, Skindar for Nakshanan. Yeah, he got one. Oh, look at all these fucking guys got this shit. Look at all these shares. Is this the real life? Or is this just fantasy?
Did you get to my wife's?
I don't think so. These are all people.
No, my mom posting. My youngest son, Matthew, so proud of him. And it's a screenshot of my wife.
She is so proud of Rachel. That's sweet. Brady formula or Stafford or Peyton Manning on an article of Aaron Rodgers being traded to the Jets. Something about launching a toy line, blah, blah, blah. Something about Tulip City, me. Gonna need a few 6-foot tables. Maybe there's some other vendors that partake in the show that could give up some to help out the actual paying vendors.
Did you actually did that post help you find tables, Matthew?
Yeah. They just they didn't realize that we needed more tables than they had.
Watching the latest season of MHA, I'm in love with this show. And a stripper, you gotta be rolling.
What's MHA?
My Hero Academia, I believe.
Oh, okay.
Man, I am surrounded by some incredible people, which he wrote in preparation of today. I really like it when he says, but we'll end up like Venezuela because Tucker told me so. And it's all like mid caps and stuff. I love it when he does that.
It takes time.
Was that before Tucker was...
It takes time to do that.
And just like that, Bud Light turned snowflakes into their social media advertisers. And their new advertisers think the other snowflakes are advertisers. Wait, they got both red and blue snowflakes to advertise for them? Boss move, Bud Light.
Seriously,
creating a boss fight.
All of a sudden, I just came across, and again, you go on Instagram and you come across one video and you stay on it too long, it shows up more. So I'm like, why are all these crazy people shooting cans of Bud Light with their gun and buying 12 packs and 24 packs of Bud Light so they can run over them with their go-kart and like weird stuff like that? Like,
they're a big monster truck with a Confederate flag in the window.
Like, you just bought a shit pile of product. Like, Bud Light's like, we don't care.
Yep.
Just buy it.
Yep.
Thank you. That was an interesting segment.
Yeah, we enjoy it.
I've been off my game recently. It's been a lot of heavy toy stuff and Comic-Con stuff. So sorry about that.
I'm actually gonna have to bail here in like 10 minutes or so.
That's no good.
That's not good.
Because I haven't even.
And thanks, UPS guy. Hey, Matt, what'd you bring? Oh, nothing to promote your toy line? Okay, next.
What you got going on there, buddy?
Oh. Checking scale. What'd you bring, Jeremy?
Oh.
Junkyard, junkyard, doobie-doobie-doo, got the junkyard. Sorting through
at,
the refuse area, yard sailing
at
all
Tulip
day.
City,
Oh,
I had old.
this is what you get for taking 3 hours to
Yeah.
go through a 20-minute show.
Yeah.
No, actually, this is what you get when you have people looking out for you. So I had Cody Brown find this amazing wacky ghoulies, gross weirdos still.
That's
On-
what this podcast could be called. Wacky weirdos, gross heroes. Doobie-dabby-doop-doop. Hey.
They're essentially, I think they have little, like sticky things on the back. You know, you stick on windows or whatever, like leech.
Oh, Travis just started laughing and fell off.
They have, they're kind of mad ballsy.
They're
They
flat.
they
they're
look
flat
like
balls.
mad balls, but they're like they're flat and they like stick on windows and shit. So I have a few of these, but now I have them in package here. So fucking love this stuff.
I love this stuff.
And
I
got Dunk the Hunk.
donk the honk. Bonk,
Dunk the
donk,
Hunk is a
donk,
great
bonk.
figure.
Ooh.
Brand new Dunk the Hunk. Looking hot. I dressed him up in his armor and whatnot. You can make him just look like a normal dude too. His
Can you
little-
take his shirt off and reveal his tattoo?
No.
What is
no.
a tattoo of?
He's got like a crest, sort of and it was first time seeing it on this new show. So everyone was like, "Okay, man at arms, he's got a tattoo on his arm."
Dunky the Hunky. I fucking love this figure. This is really, really good.
Yeah,
looks like
that
a
weapon
cool
is super
figure.
cool.
Well done. The last thing is Matt, you wanna bring this guy over here? Okay. All right. Sorry to be so grabby.
Gotta see the scale.
He also comes with this. So it's a.
Is that a Bible?
It might be a Bible on fire. This is an epic hacks, and hack stands for highly articulated character kit system. The Grim Spectre.
Earth Scorcher.
Did he come with two heads? Because there's a different head on the back of that packaging. That's cool.
I feel like that's another one of those cases where they had the word they wanted to use and they made the acronym fit it versus
Right.
Right.
it being natural.
Yeah.
So it came with a little stand that doesn't really fit his feet, so that's stupid.
Oh, well done, Boss Fight.
Yeah. It does come with this little spell book that you can put some little fire effect on there, so it looks like, it's on fire.
That's
and,
cool.
Just pull it out here. Just pull it out. He does come with extra hands that can just go in your tackle box. He's got this hood, and then he has a skull head as well, with an articulated jaw.
Nice.
Yeah.
It's a cool figure.
Yeah, Gavin had these. He's the coolest one of the 4 that were released, I feel. There's like a pirate one and like a barbarian-y looking one, and then...
Are they pop and swap?
Yes. Yeah, well, I would assume anyway. You'd pop the heads and whatnot.
Yeah.
That's, yeah.
No, I did. Yeah, I didn't know if like
I don't know if you like pop
the,
a foot.
the line of
I
the
ain't
4
tried that,
like you
but-
could put a pirate leg on a skeleton body or whatnot.
Maybe.
That's cool.
I don't know. That's as far as I got because he was the coolest looking one, and I ain't all in on them bitches.
I have a soft spot for these pumpkin head characters.
Yeah, Fwoosh has got one as well, and I can't remember if the pumpkin head is coming with that skeleton for... I don't think it is for the PowerCon one, the glow-in-the-dark one, but there was one that they were doing, and
Yeah.
that should be coming soon, I guess.
That's cool.
So that's all I got.
Nice.
Yeah.
Looks like Steven's not paying attention to anything except for what he wants to talk about next. So
No, I was paying attention. Pumpkinhead, is it swappable? You don't know. Blue.
The head is swappable. Rick Jones says boss fight skeletons are very fragile. Be careful. Yeah, I had one of the small ones. I got like little tiny one, and yeah, his head neck joint just snapped right the fuck off. So,
okay.
yeah, be careful with those.
Nice.
That's it. Yeah.
I could totally see why you wanted that figure.
He's a skelefuckington, man.
Yeah.
He's a Grim Reaper guy.
Actually, like his belt and his cloak, and
Yeah.
there's some stuff there. Next,
Well, the next is obviously I got my Mythic Legions Tactics game figures.
I'll
So-
never understand that Kickstarter. Like it had it had the figures listed, the game and the figures listed ×1, but it was a pledge was $1, and then I paid $12 for shipping. But I don't know if they already collected the figure money way back when I pledged, or what, or if I just did or it gave me the $1. Hey, I'm helping out, and then they charged me $12 to ship my $1 donation or something. It's confusing as shit. I have no idea if I'm getting these figures or not.
Did you give them $12?
did you pledge? Did you pick the figures or not? You know.
They're listed in my cart, or they're listed in my thing. The figures are there,
Yeah.
but I don't know. It was just confusing as shit. So
You're echoing, a lot of people's issues that they had with, and sometimes these Kickstarters can be a little complicated.
That wasn't an actual Kickstarter. I think they did that in-house, I believe, if I remember right. I mean, it wasn't by actual Kickstarter.com. It was like a Kickstarter, it seems, if I remember right. But, I don't know. I mean, it was pretty... Other than the weird shipping charge at the beginning that I don't think they ended up taking, because I think I paid a different shipping charge later. Other than that, Jeremy's leaving.
Jeremy is
Love y'all.
leaving.
Thanks for having me, guys. Really appreciate it.
Show's about to go downhill.
Yeah, other than that, this was pretty seamless for me. So anyways, this is Leodicius 2.0. Pretty amazing figure.
It comes with that cape.
Yeah, lots of
That's
upgrades here.
really cool.
The hammer, which if you know, that's one of the 4 weapons. There's 4 majestic weapons or some shit. I don't know what they call them. I forget. But yeah, that's one of them. That's I think the last one we don't have. So that's cool. Some new head sculpts. We got the helmetless head. Got a smirking face and a regular head that's just a face plate that works on the figure. He fell down because I'm going to blame Travis, even though I don't think he touched it.
It was a poser. It was me. Sorry.
So, yeah, super cool. And, of course, he is paired with Gorgo, Aetherblade.
What do you love about these, Steven?
Well,
Let's start with the teller.
the shield is amazing, and it's ridiculous. Gotta lean him back a little bit. He wants to go forward. That hammer is ridiculous. I love that the original Attila didn't have much head motion because of his head. I think you can get a little bit more out of this. That actually comes apart in 2 pieces, so you can swap this faceplate. Seen some people putting no faceplate in there and then the unhelmeted head and have him carrying the helmet.
Detail.
Looks pretty cool. It's just an all-out upgrade, and with the upgrades we're getting, the Heaven's Brand and everything else, having this, more main character in an upgraded format is super cool. With Gorgo, I mean, he just looks, his pauldrons, that ridiculous Aether shield that is basically Aether's head on a shield, and that upgraded torso just really makes him pop. He's just meaner and more evil than he ever has been. So
that is an absolutely amazing figure.
Very beautiful.
And I misspoke. The confusion is on the orcs in the game One, not these figures. I just went and looked. So
These are absolutely amazing.
damn.
My first time seeing them in person. They really killed these, and it makes me pretty excited then for the Legion's Con exclusive Baron Bolliger version 2 because, man, these upgrades are fantastic.
So I didn't have a chance to open everything, but I can pass these around. I don't think we're going to go through the opening process here today, but I got the rest of the Forge Founder figures. So these are the ones that have the extra head in them, because I did get a couple extra add-ons later, and if you did that, they don't come with one of the heads.
It's going to hit. Trav.
So, that there is obviously the female orc. Cool packaging. I mean, I know we're going to open these anyways, but it's just cool, specific packaging. And, yeah, so she's beautiful. This one's really cool, too. This is our male, elf. Excuse me.
5 heads.
Yeah. If you got the Forge Founder one. 4 if you didn't. And I believe it's the head that he's wearing that is the difference.
The Forge Founder head.
Yeah.
Gosh, that's a beautiful set.
So many options here.
Speaking of, I think today wraps up the Pop-It Swap contest. I believe Pop-It Swap for Legion's Lounge. If you have not seen some of the figures that people are putting together and posting on the Cabal, I am telling you, it is a testament to the Mythic Legion line, how these Pop-It Swaps literally are just as beautiful as factory design and delivered figures.
How many fucking times is he going to do the same fucking thing?
It kills me. Absolutely kills me how cool that Pop-It Swap contest and what the guys are doing over on the lounge to get people to help share the creativity of this beautiful line.
I will say, obviously not the Pop-It Swap, but in the world of customs, we've seen amazing things over and over and over and over and over again. Jeremy Gerard's Subterranean Dwarf he just dropped. Holy shit.
Yeah.
That is that's one of the coolest figures I've ever seen.
It is neat.
Mass Customs, I think. Is that who did the design? Yeah.
I'm sure it is.
It's just beautiful.
So yeah, here now we've got the orc. I mean, when these dropped for pre-order, we were in an orc drought, if I remember right.
Yeah.
Everybody was bonkers. That was a long time ago. These took a long time to get. What are you laughing at?
This fucking asshole.
He keeps putting it where Gorgo's sword is going to hit the package and send things toppling over. And every time he sets a new figure in there, he does the exact
Just take
same
Gorgo
thing.
off. You can't see him anyways.
I don't know. He looks so beautiful. I like leaving him up there.
I'm looking at these soft goods and I'm like imagining like
That's pretty cool. That's a pretty cool look.
Oh, it's amazing. They're the work that they've done, bringing Siegism on, has definitely upped the game, and they continue to do it with a lot of different points of these lines. But man, that soft goods is just some amazing stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah. And last but not least, we have the female elf builder. Sweet. Yeah. Beautiful. Again, these I think would have been cool if I'd have had them open, but you know.
You haven't opened any of those?
No.
Oh, wow.
No. I had
a busy weekend.
I had a toy-rific week. Things just kept coming. So I don't know if we're going to get him to stand. You should be able to. But also got my Lieutenant Falcon from the G.I. Joe world. This is the guy that Everybody is freaked out about how horrible his head is. It is pretty bad in person, the paint anyways. But with some work, I was able to get him to look great. It's not, and I've seen a lot of people that are like, even before they're getting this figure in hand, they're like, I got to go somewhere and buy a custom head sculpt. Well, you're going to have to paint that custom head sculpt most likely, and honestly, you don't need to buy if you're going to paint something, just paint the one you got, because it's actually, I think, pretty good. It looks like Falcon to me.
I love seeing the size difference between Matt's figure and Falcon. Holy cow!
And that's what's going to be. That's when we get to the humans. That's where
you're going to be
aiming
in that
to be.
realm.
Yeah.
Oh, I love it.
Mm-hmm.
So I gotta say, Hasbro is definitely delivering in the G.I. Joe realm, right?
Yeah.
I mean, there's issues. You had to paint the head on this figure and everything, but they are delivering, right?
For the most part, yes.
Yeah.
That was a horrible paint job on that head. It really was. Now we've got Super 7 has started with their G.I. Joe line. We looked at Cobra Commander last week. Now we've got the cartoon Bat. All kinds of extras with this thing. I brought my G.I. Joe bag of extras. I mean, you've got...
Can we really get less hands? We don't need all these hands. I mean, it's ridiculous.
We've got heads that look like they're shorting out. We've got pieces of things you can put on the chest to make him look like he's shorting out. Different hands, obviously. He can carry most of his weapons, so...
Matt, seriously, can you cut down on the hands?
I love hands. I'm a hands guy.
I want my guy just to have a fist, and that's it. Just a fist.
That's what the ladies like.
No.
Use my fist to keep them coming and keep them going.
And obviously...
Puke.
Look at the size difference between... They made that bat, like, larger by a lot. I mean, I know I've got Duke kind of crouched down, but, doing his Duke thing, he's leading the way.
Being bossy.
All kinds of, like, extras for Duke. We've got a, helmet. We've got stuff. We've got a lot of stuff that, honestly, they give you so much stuff, and most of it I'm not going to use. The helmet doesn't look right on him because he didn't wear a helmet most of the time in the cartoon.
He's trying to knock that fucking prototype.
I know.
Off there
I'm
so
not.
bad.
I'm not.
He's doing everything he possibly can.
He's just trying to bump it. He's just trying to bump the whole thing.
I'm just showing how sturdy he is. I mean, look, he can handle being moved around by me.
Okay.
Talk about a size difference.
So this is supposed to be animated series.
Yes.
Okay.
So, Duke having, multiple heads. He's got a backpack. He's got...
That's kind of weird. Some weird joint work on there. Did you see this shoulder?
What do you mean weird?
Okay, it's just okay.
Not normal.
Okay.
I didn't find it.
No, sorry. The way it was moving, the way it's cut, it almost looks like it's just one of those standard.
God, I don't care, Matthew.
What I like about what Super 7 did with these
Send it to your buddies in your private group message.
Is they actually have thigh swivel, but it's hidden way up in the joint. And without, what'd you do? Did you break it?
Well, I broke the connection because originally every time I moved one leg, the other leg had to move.
Oh.
So I broke that.
Oh, good. Now you got him in his Nazi march stance.
Without having like a loincloth to hang over to cover that joint, they've hidden the ankle swivel or the thigh swivel way up in his hip, and it's a really good job.
So you're in on these, huh?
They bring out a lot of fun for me. Like that's how I remember seeing Snake Eyes on the TV. He didn't look like that. In the coming seasons, they switched him more to his 85 look. But that's like first season, the 5-part special. That's what Snake Eyes looked like. and it's very fun to have him. The bare hands, and that's Timber. Timber always stayed the same. That looks just like cartoon Timber. I'm actually having a lot of fun with it. You know, you get these things. It's like, what? Like this jetpack. He comes with this jetpack, and you're like, it's friggin' purple. And you think they did that to match Snake Eyes, but then I started the cartoon and I watched it, and there's Stalker in the intro flying around with a jetpack, and the damn thing's purple. Like, I didn't really,
Yeah.
And Stalker's not that color scheme. He's
not
he's
even
green
close.
and
Yep.
he's camouflage. So, I'm like, they're getting it. They're getting it done.
You got to pick.
I got to pick what?
Hasbro G.I. Joe, Super 7 G.I. Joe. What are you picking?
Jeez, probably Hasbro. Because probably,
How
but
come?
just I guess these are closer to the toys, and the toys.
You love the cartoon, but the toys is really where I was at.
Yeah, and it was the same for me when Classic started releasing some of the Filmation stuff.
Mhm.
That as much as I enjoyed Filmation He-Man, like, that wasn't my toy. Like, I had the toys. I want the toys to look like the toys.
I will say, we've gotten redos of the toys before, but we haven't gotten this level of cartoon. So it's kind of fun to get something G.I. Joe in a new form. I've never ever gotten them from. Boy, Pete is just struggling, isn't he?
Hey, wake up, Pete.
It's not you.
Wake up.
So, the hits keep coming.
Why are you calling me out? Travis fucking literally left. We're in his house. What is
I
that?
suspect
Let
it.
me see that. What is it?
This is a Silverhawk.
Oh, bad
Villain.
Okay.
This guy, I love this. This is Windhammer. That he
Can't hold
is-
his windhammer.
He is tight.
No, he's not. I just watched the weapon drop because
That weapon is heavy as shit. You got to balance it right. Tight as in cool. He comes with a shit
nobody
ton of
says that.
hands for Travis. Wind blowing hair, regular hair. Two different effects. So there's another one you can play with, Matt. I think this goes on. This goes on there somehow too, because he can do all different sorts of things with the tuning fork. This is a lot lighter.
The tuning fork.
Yeah, he used to bang it, and then he could like
Yeah, man. There's nothing.
use it to.
Nothing like badassery than a guy attacking you with a fucking tuning fork.
Was he a bad guy to the dude with the guitar or something? Because he's got a tuning fork? All right, the tuning
No.
fork can fuck off.
Jesus.
I mean, this is.
I have to do everything. But there's different things you can put on the end of the tuning fork that aren't so heavy. I could get that to balance, but for some reason these guys can't seem to.
Because I have real talents in this world.
Huh?
I actually do things that contribute to society. I'm not great at
It's like
posing
he's
action
swinging it.
figures.
It's like It looks pretty sweet. If I do see
it looks like a giant tuning fork. Hey, this guy needs a weapon. What are we gonna get?
Hey guys, we gotta make a character that's stupider than Merman. What are we gonna do? We're gonna come up with this leech-faced, Fabio-haired tuning fork carrier.
Are these people still watching this?
Yeah.
Yeah, 3 of them. 39.
Well, yeah, it's cool, man.
Silverhawk, spaceman, and a fucking cowboy hat. Look at that shit.
Dude, Matthew McConaughey.
With a guitar.
Right now, that's who I want as that guy.
I could get behind that.
That is the dumbest fucking thing you've ever brought.
This is awesome.
No, it's not.
And if you get him in the right pose.
guitar, all right.
Howdy, partner. I'd like to play you a tune before I save the universe.
And there's no way you guys are.
Ladies and gentlemen, Conway Twitty.
Give it to me. I'll get it up.
You won't.
I'll get it up.
Oh, I can get it
Oh,
up.
mine's been up for an hour. I got shit to do today.
Here,
What do you got to do today, Peter?
You saw her. She traipsed in here earlier with her fucking Big B card and her wiener shirt on.
And her wiener shirt.
They just took off to Detroit just now. So
For what?
soccer.
He would shoot a ray of.
I've
music
got a
notes.
jism guitar.
He would shoot a ray of music notes at the, you know, and then
I'm gonna
like,
play a tune and fire this at your poon.
I'm gonna play a tune and fire this at your poon.
share the same voice as Lion-O.
Dumb.
Super cool, dude. He comes with his other bird that turns into a guitar, but it just gave you all the form. So this is his the perched version
The Bertar. That's awesome.
of the bird tar. And then we actually have.
Is this real?
Yes.
I'm reminded right now. I'm reminded of a Matthew
See,
Rodriguez post. Is this the real life, or is this just fantasy?
His bird turned into a guitar, but Hot Licks is his other guitar that we used to shoot stuff. So he's playing Hot Licks right now. And then you've got bird flying form.
You need to get some more Hot Licks, you fucking nerd.
This is so good, guys. This is the buzz.
Look at those fingers. Those fingers could fucking cause gushing orgasms, but instead, he's playing a miniature guitar with fucking Cowboy Spaceman and the Tuning Fork Monster. Fuck.
The tuning fork monster. Come on, this is childhood.
Bang! You are out of pitch.
This is childhood.
Fuck.
Yes.
Someone just said it looks like a dino stud. This guitar guy.
Look at he's swinging that through the air. He's like, "Rah." I mean, come on.
Matt, what is this guy's name again?
Bluegrass.
Bluegrass.
His name's Bluegrass.
Yeah.
Yes.
What is this? What is this bullshit again?
Silverhawks.
I thought Silverhawks had the.
What?
I thought that was the silver guy that was chromed that
Yeah.
everybody was upset because it didn't look like it was supposed to.
Yes.
This is his buddy.
This is that toy
It's
line,
one of his
Peter.
buddies.
One of his buddies.
Oh,
The silver guy hasn't come out yet because they pushed him back.
Okay.
What do you know?
But he looks amazing. I've been seeing.
I bet.
Well, I've been seeing some reviews, and he came out, and these guys look amazing. I mean, they're based on the cartoon. They're not chromed, but
He wasn't Chrome, was he?
he was. They're all supposed to be shiny.
Is that guy Brave Star, or is Brave Star a different thing?
Brave Star's different.
Okay. Didn't he have a stupid hat too?
He was a cowboy.
Okay, okay. So I'm not crazy then. All right.
Not crazy.
What is this fucking mutant humped machine here?
Let's be honest. That's it wouldn't be. You guys are saying it's Matthew McConaughey, but that's going to be our Matthew when we do the live action Silverhawks. That's Matthew. I mean,
playing his Falcon guitar with his cowboy hat on.
You had to. So they were.
Bandana's cool.
They had to go to space. It's in the future, and you had to modify. You have to modify your body so you can live in space. So they had, they're partly human, partly real.
Partly human, part really real?
No.
What does that even mean?
dude, Silverhawks.
Something partly machine, partly real.
Don't you get it?
No, you get it.
They're part human and they're part real.
No, I said it backwards.
They're part real and part human?
Partly human, or partly machine, or partly something. I don't know. Partly silver, partly real? I don't know.
How's the tune go, though?
I can't remember. I'll find out. We'll get it going here. I'll probably get canceled for...
Yeah.
I'm going to play you a song to get you out of that thong.
Yeah, if you guys won't quit saying stupid stuff.
You like them Silverhawks? How about Blue Cocks? Here we go.
Yeah, I think Matt likes it.
Ladies
Look
and
at the
gentlemen,
cowboy
Conway
boots.
Twitty. No, I don't. I think that is the dumbest. I can't think of one thing that you've brought into this room that is dumber than that figure right there.
Really?
Yep. That is dumber than what you traded the Hulkbuster for. The Down syndrome goblin. Like, that's not...
What about Mechanic?
Don't call it...
What about Mechanic?
Mechanic?
That's worse than Mechanic.
Really?
That is worse than Mechanic.
See, so this is what's throwing me off, because I feel like even the music motif would have like drawn Pete in a little bit because of his vast musical knowledge and his
No.
Nope. Still didn't even pull him in.
No. Punk Rock Don, now we're talking.
Oh.
That Horse shit.
So you're telling me you can't see this guy?
Nope. Orange
playing
mohawk,
playing
yellow
a song
guitar.
and playing a song and drop D. Like
No,
you don't see this
no,
guy
he's
doing
not.
that.
He is not new metal. That's not. He is not for me.
I'm telling you. It's cartoon accurate. He's got 3 different heads. I've got the smirking head on him, but Wings of Silver, Nerves of Steel. Come on.
When did the cutoffs
Partly
come
metal,
back?
partly real. There it is. I don't think I played it.
I'm almost done with my winter body.
Are ya?
As soon as my winter body's gone, I'm gonna get back into the cutoff life. So great set of figures. You got more?
No, that's it. That was my
Aw.
haul the last couple of weeks.
Shoot.
Damn, look at you go, buddy.
Wow.
Yeah,
Shoot.
I spent some cash on some things, and
I am.
Couple of Ferraris, a decent SUV, and a Yugo. It's quite a collection.
I am very happy for you that there is toy companies out there right now, primarily Super 7, that are still tapping into your, like you said, childhood enjoyment of these lines. It's gross, but
it's gross. Come on. I bet you people in the comments are loving it. They're probably like, Steve's the
They
best."
left. Old Man Kyle says partly metal, partly real.
Too late. I just
1/6
played it.
shooter says Silverhawks. Nah.
Stop hating Trevor. Is it
Who
dumber
hates
than
Trevor?
Is it dumber than Dice?
turn that down.
Oh shoot, we shouldn't. Is
Is
it dumber
it
than
dumb?
Dice, Pete?
It's not dumber than Dice. Not even close. I have Dice with
Dice is
sparkly
definitely
fluid
dumber.
inside, and they're not that dumb. What does that tell you, Steven?
Matthew, do you have anything for thanks UPS guy?
No, he didn't bring any toys. That's kind of the problem.
Been a little busy.
Not at all.
Been a little busy.
I've got that guy, and thanks again. A quick shout out to Len of Wolf King Customs, who I paid to have this printed for us so that we could again get a little bit more articulation than the Paint Masters, and then one of his employees he actually had assemble him for us, and
All but the tail.
also do a little bit of a what is that called, primer paint job. So thanks to him and his staff over at Wolf King Customs. We very much love them at Ideas from Mars and with this toy line, and we look forward to revealing some stuff in the future.
Those guys are awesome.
The detail on that bad boy is amazing, and I'm super excited about it.
Thank you.
That Hawk, he's holding. Is that what you're talking about?
That's what I'm talking about. 1/6 shooter. Wait,
See?
metal isn't real? Yes.
Jesse from Just Shelve It says that timber is awesome.
What timber?
The wolf, timber wolf.
Oh, I fell asleep during that portion. Timber. I like timber. I think those Joes are cool. That bat I think is magnificent.
Do you like that bat? Even though it's, what do you think, Trav? You're a bat person.
What bat?
That bat.
Oh no.
You don't like this bat?
No, I like you were saying about the Hasbro stuff. I like it to look more. I don't know. I don't think realistic is probably the proper term.
Like the toy, like
True to the
True to the
toys.
toy, yeah, and not only true to the toy, but I also want it to have look a little bit more like my favorite era of Joe's was the like 40th anniversary stuff for the where it looked even more like realistic, material, military, gear. And
Yeah.
I like that stuff more. I understand why you like this because if you love the cartoon, that looks that.
Hey, how don't you guys have this as part of your Junkman like do you guys have a Junkman custom, because this has to go on that or is it the Uwit with the guitar,
Oh, that's a great idea.
and then put this off, and then you can play my music in the background that he did for the
You're
Defenders of
gonna have to
Eden.
buy another bluegrass then.
No, we'll use that one.
No, that goes with my bluegrass.
Yeah, but he don't really need it.
He does need it. That is the coolest thing about him is his music notes. And then on the back,
Is that how it is? That yeah? Did you just hear Steve's sound? He
Steve
thinks
can
a
play
guitar
one
makes?
chord and it's a
I can't
G.
wait.
That's
I can't wait until they make Melodia. She's the bad person and she has a guitar, and she fights him with her notes. Her notes are like red and evil, and his notes are like blue, and they run into each other. And they
Wrapping up episode 286 the Boys Gonna Kill Me podcast.
Lame.
I like guitars.
Oh, you started.
Love it or
Finish.
hate it. That's a hell of a haul. Love it or hate it. I would have gone the other direction, Steve.
What are you
I
talking
would have started with bullshit, and then I would have worked up to the awesome. You went the opposite direction. You came out swinging, and it's like an MMA fight where it's just your flurry of blows, beat the shit out of them, and then like you were like, at the end.
And you couldn't knock them out.
Episode 286. Make sure you guys check out Armies of Ashmore.
What?
I got toys.
Oh, stop
what?
the music.
Stop the music. Stop
Well,
the
maybe
music.
stay in the fucking room.
Bonus!
I had to go pee.
Bonus round.
Real quick, Kickstarter that I did do.
That's not a toy.
Seth Horton's Once Upon a Hero, and Seth is a listener of our podcast. I jumped on this when it came out a while ago.
I read it
Seth
last
Horton
night.
from RLU?
Yes. Yep,
How did I not know he had a comic? I would have loved to have my card decline on his Kickstarter.
He cool comic. I enjoyed it last night. Got to read it, and
It's either writer or the artist or both?
Writer.
Okay.
Yep. He did. I think he might have done this cover though.
Totally Clint Eastwood, right?
Yeah, it's a pretty fun little story. It's basically retired superheroes and what life is like for them afterwards. So
it's a cool concept.
Yeah, and it was neat.
That's fun. I'd read it.
Yep, quick little read. So you guys are welcome to borrow if either one you want. I mean, it is a quick read. It's a small story. I got some Wolf King Customs.
Ooh.
Parts.
Heard those guys are cool.
I don't know, Steve, do you want to explain these as I pull them out? Because
like what you just gave me?
Yep.
Okay, we got a new head here, an Emil Wickman head. We call him Brother Angus in God's Fire.
yeah, really name your characters and remember the names out there, Steven.
Well, we went back and forth on his name, and I had to remember which one we landed on.
What was the other one?
Matt, I'm sorry, Matt.
Pure beef.
Steve, which one of your God's Fire characters is named after Matthew?
If you can't tell, you don't know Matt very well.
Is there one called the Bitch? You didn't see their name discussion in your guys' private thread?
Ooh, you got braids.
I did get braids.
Yeah.
Yep. Which is a Stephen Bushotee sculpted head.
Sculptor.
Yep.
He's fun. I had him in here painted a couple weeks ago. That's a crazy Emil Wickman. Emil Wickman.
Giant vampire head.
Yep.
Yeah.
Crazed vampire. Blah. Sounds cool.
Yeah, I really like that one. Pretty excited of course.
To buy another one because that one's broken. Yeah.
Chipped the ear off, did you?
No.
Some good stuff. Pauldron. Look at that. What is this? Oh, it's pure beef. That's what we called him for a long time before he had a name. We didn't know. I don't know who came up with that. I think Len. He's a great figure. They're all great stuff, I think, especially the one I did. Yep.
I'm glad you think you're great. They're great because I'm gonna need you to paint them. So handing this box off to you. At King County.
What's this?
Alan from Black Forged Labs.
What is this?
Was there and
It's
I
a
bought
Cosmic Dio.
I bought a Dio piece. Yep, and he had
This is pretty.
Yeah, it's like 3D printed.
Yeah.
Oh man, did you give me one?
I did not, but I know the guy.
This is gonna look really.
He doesn't
cool.
remember his name.
Alan. Alan was supposed to actually come hang out with us, but then he went back to his room and fell asleep. And 4 hours later, messaged me and said, "Wow, I'm really that kid at the sleepover who went and fell asleep."
That was me.
That's why you've got a wedgie.
Yes.
That was me.
I'll tell you, I absolutely love this, and to me, it's perfect timing because Cosmic is right around the corner.
Yeah,
and
it's really cool.
Yep, this will look cool on a shelf with the Cosmic figures in front of it. So I was super excited about this, and it's just it was entitled Prison Door. Door does not open or anything like that, but really good price too. I want to say it was, I can't remember, it was in between $40-$60, right around there. And to me, that's
That look really cool. That look really cool on the details.
Yep, that's the plan. That's definitely the plan. Also,
Is the plan to get more details?
tell me about it.
So
Also at Chicago Toy Show, Justin Ikulia came up and he, Justin,
Okay.
he had a little challenge for us that he would like us to do. So I got to switch this camera real quick.
Okay. I need to put this.
I'm already not excited about this, Justin Aquila.
I'm not doing it.
Like I said,
I'm
Black
not doing
Forge
it.
Labs. Go check him out on Instagram, and also you can pick up his stuff there. He's got really great stuff. Good dude, real good dude. A little bit of a party pooper, so we've got the Juicy Chew Challenge, fruit shaped jellies.
Okay.
So we have to put these in our mouths and bite down on them. That's apparently the TikTok challenge. That's what the kids are doing. So you got to put it in your mouth and bite down, and then you have to guess the flavor.
So it's not like hot or spicy or
No.
gross or.
Nope.
Dude, this
It's
is
just hard-
so fucking stupid.
It's just hard to bite down on.
I don't think it's actually even hard to bite down on. So
I'm pretty sure this is what my
Afraid.
my
What's this-
8-year-old
oh my-
daughter
wait.
was doing the other day.
I'm sure it is.
Wait, what do you?
I'm a little upset that Jeremy is not here. So you're supposed to actually just obviously bite off the stem. You know, kind of reminds you of the childhood things that we used to have. You're too young. But we are not doing it that way. We're going to put the whole thing in your mouth, and then you are going to bite down on it.
Isn't this thing gonna pop off and go in, like in my throat?
You got to put the whole thing in your mouth.
Close your mouth.
Plug your nose.
Plug your nose.
Jeez. You fucking. Why did I thought this was gonna be the small one. I got the fucking big guy.
Yeah. Well, let me tell you.
It's chocolate flavored.
After last night, I know you can handle it. All right. Are you ready? 1, 2, and 3.
What did you guys do to get? Just bite?
As all possible.
I have a terrible gag reflex. This is not boding well for me.
Can't wait. I love to hear that sound, by the way, too. So.
Okay.
What do you think?
Good.
That's not bad.
No, it's not. It's not bad.
I heard it. Pete got it.
He's leaking now in his mouth, leaking right down the back of his throat.
It's not bad.
No, not bad at all.
I should have put them in the fridge.
Are you supposed to just? I don't think that's what you're supposed to do. With
No. You bite off that end and then you drink
Squeeze it.
Yeah. Thank
Not
you,
a fan.
Justin.
Not a fan of that.
Really? I'll take your garbage.
Hot. All right.
I feel like a chunk blew out somewhere.
No.
It's possible.
Thought that.
All right. I think that's.
I'm not doing it again.
I think that's a show.
Kickstarter,
everybody.
Armies of Ashmore.
Can you
Fund
pass
it.
me that picture? I want to show your fanboys. I'm just gonna show them the picture real quick.
All right. Did you trace that?
No, I painted this picture
Paint-
of one of the hosts on the podcast. I guess you guys can guess who it is. But yeah, it turned out well enough to show you guys. So
Fuck off.
Very good. I was honored.
It looks like Pete when he walked in and saw Travis naked.
All right, push the button.
I already did. Music's playing, everybody. See you later. Bye.
Bye.